We're live.
Do you really want to bore me? Do you really want to see me dead? Do you really want me season?
Hell yeah.
Do you really want to suck my head? I was crawling through the bayou, minding all my own business too. Now I'm sitting in this ice chair, staring up and all I see is you. I seen that pot start steaming.
Oh, good. They have smoke.
Wow. You said throw them in there ready, but I ain't ready, not no more.
Smoked crawfish.
You got corn and sausage waiting, garlic lemons floating all around. Everybody laughing, drinking, while I'm sinking slowly down. Heard my cousin say it's over when that lid got slammed down tight.
Before you crawfish, you ashamed.
I really like this.
You dump that seasoning in there like you're on some kind of show. But from where I'm sitting, partner, this is death row Cajun style, you know. Give me one last swampy sunset. Let me crawl back to my home instead. But you got that tray laid out now. Ooh. And that butter is just getting spread.
I like that, Joe.
Yeah, that's a cool little.
I like that.
Cool little ditty. Anyway, we're gonna put this in up. There you go. Get out of
Do
here.
you really want to bore me?
I can eat the tails. I can't suck the head though. That's kind of gross.
I remember a friend of mine got slapped face and say, "Babe, you want to pinch some tails, suck some heads?"
Yeah, no. I pinch the tail and I toss the head. If you want it, you can suck it. No thanks.
I was like, I don't.
You know, in the words of Curly Howard, if at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking until you do succeed.
Yeah,
Oh my God, no Lord!
Oh, people, this is.
Can I make the announcement, Joe? About
You
my new
go
show?
right. You go right ahead before I turn this on. Go ahead.
All righty, everybody. You know that I have a show Into the Night on Sundays and Tuesday nights, but here's the kicker. It's a good kicker too. I will be on for 2 hours on Sunday night. That would be 8:10 to 10:10 p.m. Eastern. So if you're not doing anything tomorrow night, come on UPRN and check out the show.
Right, check it out, people. Check it out. Help him stay out of getting in trouble, because you know 2 hours he's gonna get in trouble for sure, people. Michelle,
is this
I can just see Michelle over there now. Didn't I tell you not to get in trouble, Sean?
Is this that son of a bitch song? Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's it. That's what this is. Oh, we up on the screen, right? Yeah, we are. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay, guys and girls, we're gonna play this. We'll come back, do a little start talking, get to see. You know, it's what day 28 in the war now. I don't know if I would call it a war now, but anyway, we'll be back.
Come out with your hands on your head.
No.
Goddamn. I need a drink.
You son of a bitch, you.
I like this song.
I'm gonna need someone to help me. I'm gonna need somebody's hand. I'm gonna need someone to hold me down. I'm gonna need someone to care. I'm gonna rise and shake my body. I start pulling out my hair.
What hair?
I'm gonna cover myself with the ashes of you, and nobody's gonna give a damn. Son of a bitch, give me a drink. One more night, this can't be me. Son of a bitch, if I drink it clean, I'm gonna drink my life away. Can somebody please just tie me down? Oh, somebody give me a goddamn drink. Son of a bitch, give me a drink. One more night, escape with me. Son of a bitch, if I can't get clean, I'm gonna drink my life away. Yeah, yeah. My heart is breaking and it's shaking, bugs are crawling all over me. My heart is breaking and it's shaking, bugs are crawling all over me. My heart is breaking and it's shaking, bugs are crawling all over me. My heart is aching and it's shaking, bugs are crawling all over me. Son of a bitch, give me a drink. One more night, step with me. Son of a bitch, if I can't get clean, I'm gonna drink my life away. Yeah. Son of a bitch, give me a drink. Son of a bitch, step with me. Son of a bitch, if I can't get clean, I'm gonna drink my life away.
I love that song.
It is a
That
cool
sounds
song.
a lot of fun. We got one more before we leave, so here we go.
Ooh.
Well, so here we go. If I can hit the fat finger button, we go.
Bum 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 in.
Oh yeah.
Our country's got a feeling really hit the ceiling, bomber-in, bum 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 bomber-in. Wait to a mosque, wanna throw some rocks. Tell the Ayatollah gonna put you in a box, bomber-in, bum 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 bomber-in, bum 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 bomber-in. Our country's got a feeling really hit the ceiling, bomber-in, bum 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 bomber-in. Old Uncle Sam's getting pretty hot. Time to turn Iran into a parking lot, bomber-in, bum 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 bomber-in, bum 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 bomber-in. Our country's got a feeling really hit the ceiling, bomber-in, bum 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 bomber-in. All the volunteers, all the bombardiers, all the financiers better get their ass in gear, bomber-in, bum 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 bomber-in, bum 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 bomber-in. Our country's got a feeling really hit the ceiling, bomber-in, bum 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 bomber-in. All our lives to get up their supplies, get our hands untied and bring them back alive. Bomber-in, bum 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 bomber-in, bum 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 bomber-in. Our country's got a feeling really hit the ceiling, bomber-in, bum 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 bomber-in, bum 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 bomber-in, bum 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 bomber-in, bum 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 bomber-in. Take us fighting, bum bomber-in, bum bomber-in. Our people you've been stealing, now it's time for dealing, bomber-in, bum bomber-in.
Yeah, I blew some
I
shit
like
out.
that. I do like that one too.
It's Jackie. No. That was actually a song. I think it was in the 80s or something. We were bombing the living shit out of them. Yeah, they had. Oh no, there's another one that. I can't think of his name right now. I think Charlie Daniels does an Iran song, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to look and see while we're chatting. But what do you mean where we find these? Well, I remember this one from the old days. Bomb, Iran. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you guys a
Daniels has a
question
couple,
about
actually.
this war. Let me ask you a question about the war here. If we are doing all these bombing and we're hitting every freaking target there is, where in the hell are they launching? Iran's launching missiles from, dude?
Iran's been preparing for this for 50 years.
A and B, they're all over the place. We don't know where they all are. We don't know the exact amount. So they have missiles that they've been stockpiling since 1980, bare minimum, and most of them are mobile. So until they fire, we don't know where the platform is.
So what's
Once
funny?
they fire, it's like, bam, gone.
Well, what's kind of funny about this is, yeah, I think it was yesterday or today we hit their third another missile site, where they got drones and missile store.
It was the missile factory and not missile, what the thing you drop in mine. It was a mine factory, but also it was where they allegedly launched their strategic naval attacks from. So it was a large naval facility with missiles and naval mines, and it's gone.
Yes, it's gone. And the leader, the guy who closed the Strait to Hormuz, he's dead. They killed him, and I guess he was the admiral in charge of the Navy. He's dead.
There's two guys that they were talking about just before I came down. There's two. They didn't get to names, but there's two guys they're still talking to. And I think Trump gave them 10 days. In 10 days, those guys' amnesty is null and void, and so are they.
It just blows me away that they just keep launching and launching. Why?
Well, we have launched. We actually so we got a little issues going on here. If you notice, we've slowed down some because we've launched 550 cruise missiles. First off, them bitches ain't cheap, and secondly, that's like depleting one of our fleets. You got to remember, we've already given Ukraine a shitload of missiles and all kind of crap. So
Trump just ordered a whole bunch of new Tomahawks to replace what we shot, and
but
the
the problem
double up
is
on what we're going to need.
The problem is Joe Biden gave all that shit away and then didn't replenish it. So he reduced our stock by half, and then Trump comes in and takes that half and reduces it by half.
He and Obama both gave pallets of hard currency to both Iraq and Iran.
Yeah, probably because they knew they were both pedophiles. I seen Tulsi was on the Hill today. Laying out the case. Tulsi Gabbard was on the Hill today, laying out the case for.
Oh, Tulsi! I thought you said Chelsea, like as in Chelsea Clinton.
Chelsea Handler. Chelsea Handler said somebody's two famous people sold her poison at his house or something. Two really famous people. I don't know why I can't think of it right now, but what the hell was I saying now? I got off in stupid Chelsea Handler.
Something about Tulsi up on the Hill.
Oh, so she came out. So she's laying it out for prosecution for treason.
Who is?
Tulsi Gabbard, yeah. She said Obama committed treason along with Comey, Brennan, Joe Biden, and somebody else. And she said, we got the evidence now. And she said, plus that, we now got the information from Bermuda where they paid Joe Biden and Hunter Biden $10 million, well, $11 million, $5.5 million each to be consultants. The president cannot consult on anything. So that means Hunter Biden was selling influential. I mean, they got the guy kicked off. Matter of fact, in the letter, it says something about thanks for the help getting the prosecutor removed. So, so let's see what happens with this.
Well, it's a good thing that Obama is under the wrong impression that Hawaii doesn't have extradition laws with the mainland. They do.
Yes, they do. And to remind everyone, treason does not have a statute of limitations. See, the reason they were having such a hard time going after Britain and Comey and all the rest of them and Hillary was a lot of the election crimes had statute of limitations, but treason doesn't.
And I will guarantee you this, at least with Trump in office, I don't know about any other president, even another Republican president, but if, for example, they did decide to go after Obama and he was per se able to get to or already was in a country of non-extradition, we'd go after him. If
Probably
Trump,
would, yeah.
guarantee you they would go after him.
Martha, what do you mean? Would we? This is going to be up to the DOJ, Pam Bondi, and Tulsi Gabbard, and how they.
She'll press charges. She's a hardcore player. She will not goof around. If she can get a conviction, she will run that right up to the judge.
It's
she is the judge, is she not?
No, she's
the head of prosecuting attorney. She will bring it to the court's attention, and the judge will say, "Okay, yes, we can prosecute that," and then she'll start a case.
Okay.
And I would imagine she would probably be the one who would take charge.
Hold on. We might as well. How long is this? Let's see if it's not too long. We will listen to it.
I'm trying to see what you're typing on your keyboard.
Huh?
Jay,
it's impossible. I was trying to leave,
Jay, what are you doing? Why are you sneaking? Why are you sneaking on Joe Montaldo for?
I know, man. You gotta watch.
Because he had something he wanted to share. I wanted to know what it was before he threw it up.
This is the conversation we were just having about Tulsi Gabbard. This is the news reporter talking about this.
Okay, awesome. Let's hear this or see it or whatever it is.
Yeah, a combination of both, I guess. See in here.
Yay! Watching Redskins. Way to go, Joe. Good choice.
What the hell? I keep getting thrown out of the thing. Did they move something again? Oh, no, there it is. Okay.
What are you doing? Come on, man.
I was
pushing the wrong button again.
Obviously, I was pushing the wrong button.
All right, it's up in there.
Okay, y'all ready? So, who is this? Is this Fox or somebody or Newsmax? Who is this?
I think it's Newsmax.
Newsmax.
So it's Maxie. Okay, treason and conspiracy. All right, let's see what we got here.
Welcome to Rob Schmidt tonight. Quite a moment today at the White House. If you saw it, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard making good on a promise that she made last night on this show, actually. Gabbard releasing a formerly classified House Intel report from 2020 that looked at Russiagate.
Uh-oh.
At the time, Adam Schiff was the head of the House Intel Committee. You wouldn't know it, though, because the findings of this report have delivered a massive scandal on his Democrat Party. This was an unbelievable moment today, listening to about 10 minutes of her describing this. None of this has ever been reported before, but what Tulsi revealed today absolutely decimates a narrative that we have been fed about Trump and Russia for years now, and slams the administration as effectively treasonous for manufacturing a narrative that crippled Trump's presidency. Take a listen.
When you look at the intent behind creating a fake manufactured intelligence document that directly contradicts multiple assessments that were created by the intelligence community, the expressed intent and what followed afterward can only be described as a years-long coup and a treasonous conspiracy against the American people, our republic, and an attempt to undermine President Trump's administration.
Treasonous conspiracy. Treason is no joke. The punishment can be death. The crime is no joke either, though.
The minimum is life.
Details of this, but what is alleged here goes right at the heart of this republic.
What was that?
The minimum for treason, if you don't get life, the minimum for like this kind of treason would be life of hard labor at what's the name of that place? Tennessee.
Leavenworth.
Thank you, Leavenworth. Yes.
That's not Kansas. That's in Kansas.
Is it Kansas? Okay, I thought it was Tennessee. It's somewhere in the heart of the country. Yeah.
They'd be breaking rocks out there.
Yes, they do.
Joe, your mic's off or something.
Sorry about that. She this is a little bit older article though, but she was talking about it again today that they want to lay out to go after these people. She wants to go after Obama.
Well, I would hope so. I mean, it's against the law. I mean, how many laws did they break?
Yes. I don't even want to think about how many laws they break. Oh wait, this is our boy. Hold on, let's put him up.
Who's that?
I like him.
I like him too. Man, where's he?
Oh, the numbers guy.
82% of Latino, 76% of Black Americans favor it. So the bottom line is this: voter ID is not controversial in this country. A photo ID to vote is Okay, what's the racial breakdown on this, right? Because I think a lot of people make the argument that people of color, non-white Americans, have a harder time procuring a photo ID to vote. But even here, take a look here. Favorite photo ID to vote. 85% of white people favor it. 82% of Latino. 76% of black Americans favor it. So the bottom line is this. Voter ID is not controversial in this country. A photo ID to vote is not controversial in this country. It is not controversial by party, and it is not controversial by race. The vast majority of Americans agree with Nicki Minaj that, in fact, you should have a photo ID to be able to vote. Okay, what's the racial breakdown?
That just tells you.
Well, look, no, listen, pause for a second. I can absolutely 100% agree with what he just said. When I was in college, I worked at one of the best beer, wine, and liquor stores in the town.
It should shake every single American.
And people will go out of their way to buy beer, wine, and liquor. Period.
What?
I lost something in the translation, Jay.
Okay. Yeah.
I must have missed something in there, man.
So Jay, what you're saying is a lot of people would go out and buy IDs just to vote?
No, what I'm saying is that every one of them who buys liquor has no problem producing an ID when they're asked for their ID.
That's true.
Because I work at the liquor store. You'd be surprised how many people that are extremely not wealthy that immediately, as soon as you go, I need to see your ID. Boom, they produce it right away.
Well, I thought it was funny because I was watching Joe Scarborough, and he was talking about how his woman is too stupid to get a birth certificate. And she was
or
to
know where it is or how to get a copy of it. I mean, come on.
I'm thinking you host a multi-million-dollar talk show and you can't figure out how to get a birth certificate. You need to get off air, girl. Jesus. No, Bruce. I mean, come on. It's not that complicated. Yeah,
okay, but there may, we don't know exact circumstances, so we shouldn't make fun. But the fact is that even in difficult situations, it's almost impossible not to find some way to prove your identity. So even lost or destroyed records, there's ways for them to find out.
Well, it's going to be interesting because for married women, it's a complication because they got to go get the original birth certificate, and and then they got to have the thing. They got the original birth certificate and their marriage license to show who they actually are.
I think that's dumb, but yeah.
Well, because they got to prove because their last name is different.
Well, I mean, their original last name would be on their Social Security card, unless almost nobody changes their Social Security card name.
My wife's got my name on it.
If there's a way, they'll do it, Jay. God, look at all the technology they got out there. All you gotta do is take a picture.
But when you go get your Social Security card, you have to give whatever your last name is. You can't use your maiden name if you're married, because it's not valid then. That's to match your ID.
Oh, that's actually true. Yeah.
Well, you know what? That may vary from state to state too. So I wouldn't beat nobody up with that. What's that, Christopher? Well, so Trump was saying today that basically Iran is how can I say this politely, fucked. And
decimated. His exact words were decimated. He said it several times. Decimated. They're decimated.
They are just wiping shit out. Pretty soon they're going to run out of shit to wipe out. What everybody's scared of is they're going to run out of shit to wipe out before they get a new government in. Because if that happens, we're just going to quit and come home. We can't because we can't kill innocents. So once there's nothing else to blow up, I did see that article, Bruce, about the Iranians are putting up a 1 million-man army.
What?
Really?
Yeah. So wait, well, it's possible.
Yeah.
I mean,
when was this?
I've seen an article earlier today. So the thing about it is, it was one of the big papers, one of the big medias. The thing of it is, they do have a 1 million-man army. That's not that big of a thing. Yeah, so does North Korea. So did Iraq. So did Afghanistan. I mean, that they had 90 million people in their country. But the problem is they don't have any planes, any boats. If they try to get in a tank or a half track, we're going to turn it to fucking dust. To go out there walking around, it's going to be just like Iraq. We're going to come over with because we're sending a bunch of helicopters.
You've been looking at some of the latest strikes. They've been hitting fields of just tanks just sitting in the fields out there.
Yeah.
So They
That's
may
what
not
they're
have that
doing.
many tanks left either.
Then you got the Kurds that are on land there. The Kurds.
They're actually the Kurds are on both sides, east and west of the country, and they're both
Yeah.
fighting in towards Tehran.
Yeah. So they're launching attacks and missiles. They got a ground war going.
Then why
So,
do we have the Marines coming in?
because we want to take the island for the oil
Okay.
manufacturing. So we'll see how that goes. Now, something about Iran gave Trump 10 tankers. I didn't know what Trump was talking about today.
I heard that. I heard
Yeah.
that.
So as I guess as a gesture. Yeah, Brian, and there is a tanker headed for Cuba. I don't know if the U.S. is going to let it land or not because Cuba's under embargo.
Allegedly, there are 10 tankers coming from the Hormuz Strait from Iran to us.
Yeah,
and
to
I'll
us.
bet you they don't. Yeah, I bet you they don't come anywhere near
And-
our coastline until they've been
and they're-
100%
and they're-
inspected by the
they're flying-
IAEA and all other kinds of
They're
people.
flying under the Pakistan flag.
Under a Pakistani flag, yes, I heard that too.
Yeah.
I guarantee you they don't come anywhere near American soil until every one of them 10 ships has been 100% thoroughly investigated for any kind of nuclear or biological radiation or chemical kind of weapons.
They'll check the oil. They'll do all kind of shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Check everything. dude.
Jackie, as far as radiation go, they can scan from space for that. We've got this
Yeah.
system. We have a system. It's to help keep nukes or bombs or dirty bombs from getting to the United States, but it also helps us to track all the movement of nuclear materials in our own country.
Well,
And-
and also the Navy has something. I don't know what it is, but they stopped using actual sonar. They have something better now that works better than sonar, and they can pretty much track and identify every unnatural object floating and underwater on this planet from any angle. They know where everybody's ships are.
Mike, yeah, China is getting ready for a war. Are they going to start one is the question, but no, they're just like us. They're building up.
Well, I mean,
But China is going to learn a
ideally,
crucial
this
lesson.
would be the time for them to strike because the bulk of our Navy is quite engaged.
No, that's not the bulk of it. It's three
Oh,
out
God,
of our
no,
11
Jay.
carriers, man. That's
Oh,
nothing.
Jay, that's nothing, dude. What
And,
we got over there right
China's
now.
got three carriers, two of which really aren't ready for combat yet, and we got 9 others. So we're going to just swamp their asses. They got a good submarine fleet, but so do we. And I guarantee you, the Wolfpack's been tagging people nonstop.
Oh, 100%. I know our submarine fleet can take their sub fleet out in probably the first. I'd say might take a few days because they're a little bit more mobile than desert dwelling trucks with missiles on them.
All you need, Jay, all you need is to get the fast attacks out there,
Yep.
following them. That's all you need. Leave the boomers alone. Let them do their job. That's why
The
they got
boomers are-
fast attacks out there.
Yeah, boomers are going to be off schedule now. They've
Yeah,
probably-
the fast attacks are going to be the ones that
Yeah.
they're the sub hunters.
once we went to war, our boomers automatically move and relocate in case somebody knew where they were, and then they'll sit
Mhm.
there for X long, and then they'll move again. And meanwhile, what people don't realize, I don't know if this is classified or not, probably not. A lot of our boomers deploy buoys along the bottom of the ocean. So if anything's coming, say like 500-600 miles away outside of their sonar or passive radar range, they can pick it up and know it's coming. And you can't see them, so an enemy sub coming up on them is not going to see it. It's not, no, Bruce, it's not sonar. Not like you think of sonar. Sonar, you can't use sonar. If you ping a sub with sonar, it knows you're there.
Yep.
Well, but also besides the Seawolf class, I only think we have 4 of them that are operational. But we had originally, I think, ordered like 10 or 12. We also have, and I don't know how many we got because it was a deep access program, but there are several stealth submarines out there that are allegedly invisible to the naked eye and most scanning devices.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I guess
one
that's
there,
why I
Jay.
said allegedly, Sean.
Okay, that's very allegedly.
But don't be surprised when it becomes unclassified in the next 10 years.
Well, I'll be dead. So I'll sit on the
You're
sideline
just
and
if
watch.
you're in. What are you talking about, you old bastard? Let me explain something. Only the good die young, you motherfucker. You can be like 105.
No,
Maybe
133 now.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna be old. Fucking Jay's gonna outlive both of us.
Yeah, I know that. 133 and a half.
Bad, man. Oh, you mean out of all the hosts on the network, who's gonna live the longest? Gonna be Michael Angley. Hope you were listening, Michael. No, actually, Jay's talked. I'm not allowed to talk to him. My boss said I can't. No,
What?
she's
Mike and I are the same age, but he is kind of a healthy nut at this stage of life.
That's a good thing. He needs to be healthy. No, I miss Michael. Yeah.
Yeah, I miss him too.
You can't, unfortunately, network just has rules, and even I can't overwrite most of those. Yeah, it's one of them bitch things.
Unless he buys her a new coffin, and then maybe.
Oh, that might, yeah. Now that
That
especially
might
if it's
smooth
like,
it over.
Maybe it's one of them European Draco Drad kind of thing.
Well, I remember there's that one year. I don't know when it was. we were still on Pal Talk, all the network, and I forget who it was. Laura Lee or Michelle, or maybe it was just Jeff. But one of the three of them sent me an email saying, it might have been on. Yeah, I think they sent it on Facebook. There was a contest to win a weekend. I think for 4 people, airfare going there and back, and room and board for like a weekend or maybe 5 days at Dracula's castle, and you got to sleep in coffins in Dracula's master suite within the castle. And all of us were like, oh my God, no, that's awesome. We all applied for that contest.
We should bring Michelle on one night and get her to tell us about all the weird beds she slept in. She's a freak about that kind of stuff.
I did not.
Oh no, Michelle. The more morbid, the better. She loves it. No, I don't know. She's just like that. No, Amelia and Michelle are like 2 different personalities. No, it's not like a flip of a coin. That's not what it is. They're just different. They're just.
And they're 2 beautiful women too.
They are, and I love them both. But they.
Yep.
Actually, I told Amelia might come join us tomorrow night. We were talking about some stuff. We're going to be talking about Carney a little bit tomorrow. But Jay's doing the topic line tomorrow, not me. So don't look at me. I'll just go off rattling like a crazy person. So it's what do you mean? Because I said, are we still winning the war? Well, okay. Let's stop.
According to Trump, it's won.
let's stop for a minute. So they've killed 2 and injured 300. I've lost count how many we've killed.
Yeah, and of those 300, most of those are civilian.
Yeah, and I've read the thing. Oh, they ran them out of 2 bases in the Middle East. We're not leaving the bases. Well, I don't know why anybody said that bullshit.
That's your typical Iranian government propaganda sheet.
Well, we've seen the video of them blowing up the Gerald Ford. Yeah, okay.
which
I laughed my
There was a
ass
picture
off.
of that. There was a picture of that taken just this week. That was one of the support vessels took a picture of it at night, so you couldn't see where it was. And looks like it's fine and working. All the lights were lit up, and it looked healthy and fine. And
get this shit: 3 of the jets that they said they shot down, one of them bounced off of a wing. Yes, it was a dud. It was F-35. I think it might have been F-18, but the guy says F-35. It looked more like 18. But anyway, it's banking to get away from this thing, and it just clips the wing, and it almost was like that UFO thing we saw. It just bounced off of it. And then another one, the guy just does a barrel roll, flips over and rolls underneath the missile. The missile just didn't know where the hell it go and blew up. but legitimately, I could see why they thought they got him, though, because when you first see it, you think, oh shit, you got him from underneath. But he didn't.
That's not the only problem they've had. They launched 2 missiles at Diego Garcia, and they programmed them to fly a different trajectory so they could maximize the fuel. But one of them ran out of fuel before getting there and just fell into the ocean. The other one was intercepted by, I think, a helicopter.
Oh,
it was going so slow, a helicopter knocked it out of the air.
Oh, they got a great video of an F-22 coming up behind the F-14 Tomcats, getting ready to take it out of the air. And he said, I remembered, he was talking to the reporter. He said, I remembered my dad used to fly F-14s when he was in the Navy. And he said when the F-14 got to a certain point on fuel, it would sput, it would make this weird ring pop out the back of its two engines, and it would be a color change. When you see that, it means it's only got a couple of minutes of fuel. He said, I wonder if my dad was bullshitting me or not. He said 3 minutes later, I seen he pulled the cord and how'd he come out the plane. As the plane nosed over and crashed into the ground.
No more gas, yeah.
Didn't even have to waste a missile on him. Well, they bought it. They had got quite a few Tomcats from. I mean, not like hundreds, but they had 30, 40 of them at one time. And they had all kind of missiles and parts and all. And then the Shaw got taken
still buy
over.
parts from us, yeah.
Yeah. And then the Shaw got, executed. And adios amigos. It all changed. Well, a lot of the weapons in the Middle East for a long time were ours. Russia tries to squeeze in stuff, but everybody learned a lesson from Iraq and Afghanistan, which had a bunch of Russian crap that America made look like it wasn't even there.
Well, it was after about 15 minutes.
I mean,
only a handful of them got off the air, and when they landed, they got taken out.
You'd see Baghdad at night. CNN was doing such a good job. I hate to hate on these days, but they were doing such a good job back then. And you just see freaking AAA just rain in the skies, not even coming close to anything.
It was like watching Star Wars live. It really was.
It was. Well, they couldn't see them X-117s. That is the raggediest stealth plane we've ever built, and they still couldn't find that flying nest.
Well, the funny thing was, come to find out, in analysis years later, that AAA tracers we were watching, like going off live on CNN, that was after the stealth bombers had already gone over and dropped their payloads. They were shooting at nothing. There was nothing going over top at that time. It's the funny thing.
And then you would see them sometimes. You'd be watching them out the window, and you'd see a damn Tomahawk come flying in between the buildings. I mean, literally, there's a couple of times the CNN reporters there. He zoomed in. You could actually read the numbers on the side of the damn missile. It was so close to him.
Yeah.
It's they were you'd hear them just cruising along, and then boom, you'd see something in the distance.
3 of their top reporters were like cowering under a table, reporting all this live.
Yeah.
It was going, as it was going on. It was amazing footage.
It was they did a hell of a job reporting that war.
But that was when they were an award-winning, non-opinionated news.
Of course,
that's when CNN was a good station.
That's when they became a good station. Yeah, that's when they really became notable and became a good station. And they stayed like that for a long time. They really were fair and balanced for a long time. And then all of a sudden, some lefties bought them up or took over, and then boom, there she went.
Boom, pulled the ejection cord.
Now the conservatives are taking it back over. So guess what? It's going to be another change. The groups that are so they allow for some liberal stuff in these groups, but it is a conservative-based group though. Well, even CBS, a CBS, Skydance, so are they. That's why so many of those
CBS is Paramount, actually. CBS is owned by Paramount. Yeah.
Somebody got to kick David Muir's ass. That's all I could say. I hate that bastard. Mm-hmm. So everybody be quiet. I hate that bastard. He lies through his teeth.
I don't really care for him either.
He lies.
He's just upset because he asked Trump at that meeting that day, could he give him a blowjob? And Trump said, "You don't have tits," and that was the end of that. He hated him ever since. But I was thinking when Trump said that, he better watch that because Michelle had and she had a so.
I just can't stand him. He lies, and my mother adores him, and he lies.
A lot of people like him. He's cute, man. He's spankable.
Well, and part of the problem is, Sean, that's corporate news. So he reads what the CEO tells him to read.
But in all fairness, I will say this: national news, which is what he's on, has to walk a little bit finer line than cable news, though, because you can lose your license on national news because it's over the airwaves. You got to be careful.
All I want him to do is tell the truth. Fuck.
Yeah, he skims the truth. Or he perverts the truth is what he really does. But I never liked the guy.
Most of the copy that he reads, most of it he probably didn't even write.
Probably didn't. Spontaneous. So you don't really see those in networks. Not those kind of networks. What's funny about that is One American News and Newsmax was like that in the beginning. And then, of course, they changed over the years. Well, you get more professional as you go along. Oh, thank you, Kirby. That Michelle made that banner for this show. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, it's. I'll put it in here later on. We'll show it, but you'll see it on the on the new archives. Well, there's a couple of them. I think I sent them. I sent y'all for them, didn't I? Anyway, there's a couple of new banners for News on the Flip Side. You'll be seeing them as they come out. And they'll be getting used for different things, and the flag will still use from time to time. Yeah, because I mean, we like.
Well,
it.
and of course, we got this one that that's the three of us. Alien
That
dudes.
is that's just Jay on the left over there, but whatever the hell he's drinking, I'm not sure what that is.
I'm on the right.
Yeah,
And Joe's in the middle.
That's
Sean's
my
looking at
best
alien
human
porn.
enzymes, man. What do you want? What else? And you guys have the same drink under your tables.
Sean's
Human
looking at-
enzymes, fresh.
No, that's what I said. Chris.
Vivisection human enzymes.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Great alien porn. Okay, there we go. Micah Johnson, what are you doing? Where are you at? Homestead, Florida. Man, I ain't been down there. What you got for us?
Isn't there a Navy base?
I was it took me a while to find it because my screen
Is
weird.
there a naval base down in Homestead or an Air Force base?
There's something down there. I remember that. I don't remember what it was, but I remember it's down there. What do you say, Michael? What is it?
Oh.
You know there's a base, but you don't know what it is. Well, you live there. Anyway, I'm not giving you a hard time. I don't know. I mean, I could probably ask Alexa, but I'm too lazy. It's
Anyway, she don't listen to you, Joe.
Yeah, Lex, you know what? Sometimes, no, Micah. So, Pete technically is running the war. Trump probably says this, says that, says this, but Pete's getting with his admirals and his generals, and they're sitting down going, "Okay, Pete, we're going to win this war. We're going to fuck around." And of course, he said, "We're going to win. We're going to kill everybody." And then, of course, he orders all kind of strikes, and we kill everybody. You know, I don't know. I'd have to go look it up. But I would like to know if there's any president that doesn't have innocent lives on their hands. Trump didn't until now. Because he didn't start the Iraq or the Afghanistan war, or the Afghanistan
Right, yeah.
Iraq was over. But he was going to end it if he got reelected. But of course, Joe Biden, well, I don't know what you'd call that, peaceful.
It was a fiasco, is what it was.
Did you see the Japanese Prime Minister laughing at his auto pen thing?
Oh, no.
Oh my God! Was it?
I did see the Japanese Prime Minister standing next to Trump, going, "Japan is back." I was like,
man,
she was pumping in fist, buddy. Her whole 5.5 foot self, standing next to Trump. She looked like a freaking midget. I like the girl. I mean, I like the woman. She's called girl, but
She seems pretty nice, but she doesn't speak any English, unfortunately. Or what
well,
she does speak
everybody,
is very choppy.
because she's Japanese, dude.
No, she
Doesn't matter. A lot of Japanese people speak
speaks-
pretty good English.
She speaks good enough English that Trump can understand. So that's got to be something. No, there wasn't any translators present when Trump was talking to her. But Jay's right. Her English is, I mean, you can understand her, but it's definitely broken English. And if she's, what it is she, how can I say it? She knows the words, but with the accent, the pronunciation just doesn't get pushed through.
Yeah, and a lot of times she uses Japanese syntax rather than English syntax.
Yeah, and she does. So, well, no, nothing against
So
her.
it makes her sound kind of like Yoda.
She's the Japanese prime minister, so she's speaking her own language. But no, she really likes Trump, and it was so funny. Them reporters tried to make such a big deal out of it when he looked over at it and said, "Well, they didn't tell us they were going to bomb Pearl Harbor."
Yeah, I love that, man. And every freaking news station went off on Trump on that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Every news station went off on that, and I was like, "Good one, dude. Good
when
one."
I wrote that little thing, I sent that one piece thing to NBC when I was talking to him about the station, and I said, I don't understand why everybody's so upset about this. I mean, she didn't seem to be upset about it.
Hey, Heidi.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Heidi.
She didn't. She wasn't really upset about it. The Japanese, Prime
Yeah,
minister.
I mean, it's not like a known historical fact or anything.
But what it proves is we were ancient enemies. We were trying to make each other extinct, and now we're friends.
Yes.
Not just friends, we're damn good friends. We're actually better friends with the Japanese now than we were with the English. We used to be better.
We're probably better friends than we are with most of Europe.
Well, we've been changing alliances because countries like England.
Well, we don't like England so much anymore. We don't like France. We don't like Spain. We don't like Germany. Who else is left?
Well, I mean, but no, there's a bunch of other ones over there. And we still like a bunch. But what happened was
not many. Italy. I don't think we're very friendly on friendly terms with them.
Oh yeah, she loves Trump to death.
They haven't sent any troops or any Navy
yeah, they did.
Over to help.
Yes, they have.
Did they?
They did not.
Good.
What they did was she sent them to Qatar, Saudi Arabia, defense things to protect her people who are living over there in the Middle East. That's what she did.
Okay.
Well, I know. France and England got together, and they're trying to put a coalition together of 30 countries to go over there and police the Strait of Hormuz. But we're in control of that. So I mean, we're going to let them in there. We're not going to let them in there. I don't know what's going to go on.
No, I think Trump will let them in there. I mean, it's to their benefit. We don't need any of the goods or products that come out of that strait. Period. It doesn't affect our economy one bit.
It does, but it did.
Shit out of Iran because they're dicks.
Well, no, everybody's saying the same thing. If the U.S. can take the strait away from Iran, it changes the whole world.
Well, what's actually holding back from taking the strait? Are those mines all through the strait?
They don't know if there's any in the strait still. Yeah,
there's mines out there, but the problem is Trump's sunk all their mine ships, so they can't pick them up. They'll have to tow them out with boats.
What about ours? What about our minesweepers?
We can probably go in and destroy them. So we'll probably send somebody in there to do that. But Trump is sketchy about running ships through there so close to the shoreline until we know they don't have any more ballistic missiles. We don't want to lose a destroyer or something because that's not going to go over well. And you hit him with a good ballistic missile broadside.
We have some drone ships that are essentially like the equivalent to a jet ski, which could maneuver through the strait and set them off one at a time, but that would be very expensive.
Actually, Jimmy, the best way to do is just carpet bomb the strait.
Yep.
Come over, roll some B-52s over from high altitude and just. Oh yeah, Why do you think they call it the Stratofortress, dude? Because it can fly way the hell up in the sky. That's why they call it that. Yeah, it was designed to fly above missile ranges, which today.
And pilots and crew need to wear oxygen masks at that level, or they don't make it.
Those curtains you see, Jimmy, are lead line curtains. They're designed if there's a nuclear flash, because when B-52 drops a bomb, they're still within the blast range when it goes off. Well, she's EMP hardened. You're not going to bring her down with EMP. No, they don't. They're not designed like that. You could flash an EMP pulse to that plane all day long. It's just going to keep on.
But the radiation could go through the cockpit glasses. So yes.
No, they're I forgot what they call them, but they can't go through that either. Even nuclear radiation doesn't.
Oh, they have leaded glass too. Okay, cool.
And then, most people don't realize it, but not all of our planes have bulletproof cockpits. The F-22 does, and the F-35 does, but not all of them do. But one of the best ones is, of course, people, you've heard us talk about the A-10 before. The A-10 is so redundant, it's not even funny, but the A-10 is actually built, the cockpit is built inside of a titanium tub. It's bulletproof.
Yeah. Hey, I heard
the cockpit is bulletproof.
I hear they're getting rid of them.
They want to. Every time they try to get rid of them, they can't. They got anything to replace them with.
Yeah.
F-35 is not designed for in close combat like that. It'll get shredded out of the sky. It doesn't. I've seen A-10s come in with one engine running and half a wing gone, rudder's not running.
Yeah.
I mean, planes shit's falling
off.
Yeah,
the pilot has to stick his leg out to stop the thing.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But I mean, they're hard to kill. That's why we've kept them for so long. And that gun is a beast. Now, Jack, I think they upgraded to a 30 millimeter. It was a 20, but I think they upgraded to 30. And it's offset. It's not dead center of the plane because it's got so much. Yeah, because it's got so much recoil. So the gun produces as much recoil as the engines produce thrust. How do you like that shit? That's why it's designed like that, so the plane don't stall or go backwards when you fire the damn thing.
Yeah.
No,
as it is, it probably steers it right a little bit.
It does. It does. Well, they I forgot. They said they got into why they did it because there was a problem with that going on. Well,
Well, I think there's a couple of reasons. One of them was the brass goes up, so the brass was pinging off the cockpit shell.
Oh, it doesn't expend. It's got a catcher inside the craft.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah. I was surprised by that too, by the way. I thought for sure it was just tossing them out the thing, but it uses depleted uranium rounds.
20 millimeter. Well, not all. I mean, some of it is. Some of it's ball ammo. Some of it's incendiary ammo. Some of it's tracer ammo.
So the new one is all in one. What Jay was just saying, one bullet has all that in it now.
Really?
Yeah, it even has a tracer round in it. Yes.
Wow. Holy crap.
Yeah, it was funny. The other night I just was watching something else.
So that's awesome. So this 20 or maybe it's 30 millimeter cannon shell will hit you at night, light you on fire, irradiate you, and blow the top half of your body off. Yep. That's wonderful.
Yep. Well, Jackie, the reason they started adding a tracer into the bullet is because they were losing a round every so many rounds with a tracer.
I think it was every 3.
Yeah, so now it's still
Most
every 3.
It's every 3 is a tracer, yes.
Yeah, so now it still is, except the tracer's built into the bullet. Yeah, but you can tell it's got a little mark on it. It was like a red dot, so you knew it was a tracer round. But it was also a bullet round too.
It's actually an incendiary round. It will if something near it is flammable, it will light it on fire, like the brush, gasoline, human flesh, things of this nature.
Look at you, Jay. Yeah, that's why I miss Friday nights. You were so intense, dude.
I love magnesium rounds, man. I have about 100, 120 tracer rounds for 223.
Like I said,
caliber.
Joe, when there's a zombie apocalypse, I'm driving down to Jay's house, and I'll just let him go at it.
You better bring something calibered in 223, buddy.
Hey, Mark Eddie.
Okay.
Mark.
Where are we? Come back here, thing. Let's see. Where is it at? Okay, let's find this right now. Ooh, somebody find a song. On our disco or bomb bombs.
Oh, yeah, wow. That went by quick.
Let me play this right quick for Jay, though. It is a 30 millimeter, by the way. But I think
it is now. Okay.
Yeah, it is now. I think originally it was a 20.
It was 20 millimeter, yeah.
Now, I always thought it was a 20, but then they said this. I'm like, well, it must have been updated. Let's see. Where is here we go, people. Why can't I find y'all guys? Oh, there y'all are. Okay. I was like, where the hell did everybody go? This is a real quick video, guys, and then Jay's gonna play a song, and then we'll be back. And I'm gonna play this. Jay's gonna play a song. Sean's gonna play 4 promos, and then we'll be back. How's that?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. We're all. It's a group activity. Yes, it's a group activity. Anyway, let me play this goofy video. And wait, where did I do it now? I lost it. Oh, because it's not even on this list. On this list. There we go. Uh-oh. Dude, get out. Get out, dude, get out. Holy shit, you should have got out.
Let's get the song ready. Oh, play that. You got to play that over.
Shit, man.
Look at the holes in that thing.
Oh, God. Later.
Look at the holes.
Yeah.
Dang.
that one has a gun directly in front.
Now it's off a little bit. Look at the teeth. You can see it's offset a little bit. But it doesn't look like as much as it used to be.
Yeah.
Guys and girls,
Start that over, will you? I didn't see the first bit of that.
Oh, I done turned off crazy.
Damn it.
Did I? Yeah, I already dropped it out of the thing. But keep it up here.
Yeah, you did.
Jay, what kind of song you playing?
Hey, did I ever play this? Wait, we got to play this one too. Hold on before we go.
70s disco.
Oh, I got to play this one. Is that it? Is that it? Where the hell did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, share. Yeah, I wanted to play this a minute ago and I forgot and I took it down like a doofball. And yes, Jack, you don't know what a doofball is? It's a doofball.
Oh, yeah, you had that up for a while.
Yeah, and I didn't, and I forgot to play it.
It should shake every single American in their shoes. I hate to say this, but it should shake every single American in their shoes. I hate to say this, but President Barack Obama, there is now incontrovertible evidence that he was the spearhead of a seditious conspiracy to subvert the will of the American people and overthrow the United States government back in 2016. We must, absolutely must, hold every one of these criminals accountable for the crimes that they committed. They are the most heinous crimes committed in American history. James Comey, John Brennan, Clapper, Rice, Biden was in the meeting in July 28th in the Oval Office. They briefed Barack Obama on Hillary Clinton's plan to, quote, tie Trump to Russia collusion lies. It consumed our national discourse for 5 years. It undermined a sitting duly elected president. It sabotaged administration. It framed a 3-star general. It destroyed and ripped this country apart. We had a constitutional crisis, the likes of which I don't think any American can fully comprehend. It is atrocious, and every single one of them must be held accountable.
Yeah, and of course,
it should shake every single American.
Yeah, and when that didn't work, they changed the statute of limitations on crimes, changing them from like minor crimes to felony crimes, so they could put 34 felonies on his back.
Yeah, this is. It's. Oops, let me get that out of there. Sorry, guys. No, Jay's up. I'm done. Jay's playing.
So there we go. And we're going to go to the 70s Star Trek disco generation. Oh.
Big guy walks in, coat swinging, glass rays. He don't dance much, but tonight he plays.
Go the car, go, man.
Hand, one brow. Logic says no groove, but he's moving now. Curtain shirts already half gone. Rip, flash, roar. Don't stop. Ooh. Disco in the stars tonight. Beat me up. Warp it to the speed of light. Fill my cup. Ooh. Live long and groove forever. Right. Starfleet fever shine together.
Live long and groovy.
Janeway hears his shot. The whole floor bends. She commands the room, no debate, no ends. Crush her red hair burns up in the strobe light. Dark by day, but a midnight queen tonight. Shine gold. 7 line, every angle exact. Metal heart still beating to a human track. A hooter lifts her voice, hot, sweet, hot. Song so strong, the ceiling forgot. Georgia smiles, knows exactly who's in love. Jack spits fire, 9 lives in dresses so high. Ooh, disco in the stars tonight. Beat me up, I'll open to the speed of light. Fill my cup, ooh, live long and groove forever. I'll stop the fever, shine together. Right. Hey. Gotta step it first, but the circuit swing. Funk is math, he calculates the groove of everything. Rocker leans back, one hand, one chair. Ladies laugh. First officer flare. Bones, already sweat, whiskey glass broke, cussing the band, but he's still on the stroke. Cisco's voice drops low, bass in his soul, deep space funk can't lose control. Work cracks the floor, too hard for the tires. Jordy shades flash, disco beams for miles. Scotty spins knobs, warp drive like a DJ stand. Quark count coins, a Ferengi got a plan. Giza flip twice, mirror snap, Dr. Hums root, hologram with the song. Complex wild, just bare hair, mad, corn star boom. Whole club shit back. Disco in the stars tonight. Beat me up. I walk it to the speed of light. Fill my cup. Live long and groove forever. Starfleet fever shine together. Starfleet fever, starship fire, and forever lifted higher. Starfleet fever, cosmic glow, to boldly boogie, to boldly go. Warp it, Starfleet fever, flowing through the Starfleet fever. Running through the stars, can't leave her. Starfleet fever. Starfleet night fever. Fever. Fever.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's start this conversation. Let's start this conversation. We got no relation.
Welcome to the Light Gate, where reality bends and the unseen awakens. Preston Dennett, joined by Dolly Saffron, guiding you beyond the veil and into the infinite unknown. Every week we unlock high strangeness, extraterrestrial contact, hidden realms, psychic awakenings, the afterlife, and secrets they don't want you to know. Step through the gate, and if you feel the calling, subscribe to the channel and share it with those ready to awaken.
everybody, welcome back to News on the Flip Side. Heidi, I like what Heidi said. I should have known it was Star Trek thing. so much love to you too.
How did you know?
How'd you know, Heidi?
You didn't know.
Okay, real quick, guys, I'll have to ask a question. What is that thing that LeVar Burton always wore? I could never.
It was
figure
actually
it out.
the original prop was one of those like it was like a hairband that you was popular in the 80s, but they modified it to go around, and he had two receptors on the side.
What was it? What did it do?
It's called the visor. It's called the visor, and he had two receptors on the side of his head. On the two, you'll see when he takes off, he's got two like blinking lights on his temples, and when he puts it on, it allows him to see in like the entire spectrum of light, like the visible spectrum and the invisible, infrared, and ultraviolet spectrums as well.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that. And she's wearing her black PPS hoodie. Good job. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you. What do we got, Joe?
Now, I could have made a bad joke about that PPS thing, but I'll let that slide.
Well, go ahead. I've heard it all. I've heard it all. Come on. Go ahead.
No, because it would have been mean to Heidi. So
that's okay.
Heidi works too hard. Heidi works too hard for us. It wasn't mean to you. It's going to be mean to Heidi, doofus. All right, here we go.
Modern feminism is the problem.
Yes. Is this true or not? We got a couple of clips coming up like these. What do you mean, Jack? What about the war? We're winning. Yeah. What else you want to know? We're going to put troops on the island more than likely. If there's a 1 million man army, let me rephrase this. If Iran is stupid enough to put 1 million soldiers on a field where we can kill them with B-52s and B-1s and F-35s, we're going to kill them.
Yeah, no, they're
Look, I don't
people who are
condone
in charge are still stupid enough to do that. Yes, they have 10 days to buy.
Joe, Heidi wants to hear it. She wants to hear it.
Oh no, Heidi, you're too young for that. I can't talk to you like that. I'm sorry. It's one of them things. Just there's something about the acronym when you said it made me think about something else. But anyway, let's play this. This is a video. Y'all have any crazy feminist? Damn it! I keep dropping this earbud out my ear.
What? Hello?
Is this Mike?
Okay.
All right, here we go. The chick talking's name is Jay, by the way.
Women aren't ready to hear. Modern feminism killed chivalry. Modern feminism has shifted from seeking equality to promoting superiority and resentment towards men, framing men as oppressors rather than partners and equals. With the birth of modern feminism, there came the birth of the girl boss, I don't need a man. Chivalry was never meant to make women look weak. It was made to create a culture of mutual respect where men acted honorably towards women and acknowledged their virtue and grace. Modern feminism, by demanding sameness instead of equality, has blurred those lines. In trying to erase gender differences, it's erased the gestures that celebrate them. The result of this is now we have an entire generation of men who are not willing to honor, pursue, or protect women. We have this entire generation of men who just want to hook up on the first date, who have no respect for women, who don't hold open the door, who don't buy flowers, and it is because of modern feminism. Not only that, but it is also a result of weak men. There's a reason that our grandparents have the cutest love stories where the men pursued the women and they didn't have sex until they were married and they respected and honored each other. And now we are seeing the result of the crash and burn of modern feminism. And unfortunately, it is affecting a lot of women looking for life partners and a lot of men looking for life partners. Feminism is great. The idea of feminism is great to promote equality, but it has evolved into something that is toxic and dangerous to our society. You want to know something that most women...
You tell him, girl. She ain't playing with you.
Wow. I don't want to hear anything she has to say on transgenderism.
Do you think currently that trans...
Okay, let's see.
Why are you putting that stuff on?
Just listen to the thing. These guys... Hold on, let me get back to the room. So these guys, they bring on a lot of women to talk to them because they're trying to make a point on who does what on our planet and in our country. So a couple weeks ago, this guy right here asked a girl, I said, let me ask you, she said, you want to get rid of all men? How would you take care of yourself? She said, I'd go to McDonald's or I'd go here. The guy started laughing and he said, who's going to be working at McDonald's? He said, who's going to go out and kill a cow? Who's going to go out and feed the cow? Who's going to go out and milk the cow? Who's going to make you a latte? He said, now
butcher cow, turn it into a hamburger. Hello.
I said maybe giving 1,000 years, women could catch up and do all those jobs. But I said, know this. I said,
not fall off of trees. Not even the
said,
vegetable ones fall off of trees.
Women have had the right to choose their own career for the last 100 years. So traditionally, the careers they picked in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s are still the careers they pick today, with the exception of inroads into science and pilots and a few other places. But even there, it's still a small amount.
Very few in any other industry.
So anyway, let's play this right quick. And this guy's transgender anyway. You gotta be nice to these transgender people.
Like gender men have to sign up for selective service.
Are they?
Do you think currently that transgender men have to sign up for selective service?
Are they assigned male or female at birth?
They're assigned female at birth.
Yeah.
They don't.
Okay.
So what you have just demonstrated is that even if we're talking about the trans agenda, that trans men, they're still not equal with trans women.
Because they're men.
If that's true, then how come they don't have to sign up for selective service?
They should have to because they're men. Yes.
So then shouldn't trans women be exempt under this?
Yes.
Even though they're biologically males?
No, trans women are women.
Biologically male.
Trans women are women.
Yeah, but biologically they're
trans
males.
women are women.
You're
They're
not saying
women.
anything.
They're
Something very
biologically whatever. They're women.
So what you're saying here is trans
You're not even
men
women. You're
who are
like-
born female should have to sign up for the draft, but that the ones who are assigned man at birth, they should be exempt from the draft.
Yes.
Then biological men, if they say they're women, they don't have to get drafted.
Sure. Throw that equal rights amendment up there and we're all equal and draft us all.
Are you systematically oppressed
Wow.
where your students are taken care of for you, where you have air conditioning,
that's
where you
the
live
kind
in
of people-
modernity,
yeah.
all modern
Oh wait, damn it! I hate when I do
I'll
that.
bet you $5. You let her talk to Nomad from Star Trek, she'll make his computer stop right away. What kind of backwards logic is that?
Do you think currently that transgender men
we don't
have to
get it,
sign
so
up for selective service? Trans draft.
Yes.
Then systematically oppressed while you're
All equal and draft us all.
Are you systematically oppressed while your sewers are taken care of for you, while you have air conditioning, while you live in modernity and all modern technology, and every dangerous fucking job
guy's
on
a
planet
dick.
Earth is done by men?
You're doing that. That's your job. And then we've got our own job. Like, that's okay.
Yeah, you do. You have a job, but your job is clearly far less valuable than our job, because without us maintaining the entirety of the infrastructure for which women's pampered asses can even exist inside of society, they would collapse. And how do I know this? Because I have 2,200 years of history to look at, to watch the progression of them literally folding like cheap chairs and being passed between enemy armies like it was nothing. They were literally chattel if we decided that they were. And instead, we have massive amounts of technological advancements which have allowed for women to even exist in modernity, and instead of being praised for it, men are treated like absolute garbage. Do you think currently that transgender men have to sign up?
It's getting old.
Oh wait, I like this guy. We gotta listen to this guy too. I'm sorry. This guy's
Liberals saying that Republicans and
This
conservatives
guy's
are
a
sensitive and that we're canceling everything is the biggest fucking joke. You guys got Aunt Jemima syrup rebranded to Pearl Milling Company. You pressured them to remove a Native American lady from a fucking butter box. You made them remove a black chef from the cream of wheat box who was based off a real person. You canceled Baby It's Cold Outside, a Christmas song from the 40s. You made it so Elmer Fudd can't carry his gun in the newer cartoons. You made it so Disney Plus had to put warnings in front of old cartoons like Lady and the Tramp, Dumbo, Peter Pan, saying that it might have some upsetting racial depictions. You got fucking Eskimo pies changed to Eddie's Pies. Uncle Ben's rice is no longer Uncle Ben's rice. Now it's just Ben's original. He was everybody's fucking uncle.
got a lot of females
You
on this
got
network.
like
We're gonna let 'em come up one
6
night and
Dr.
read books
Seuss
on
books pulled from the shelves. Dr. fucking
Dr.
Seuss.
fucking Seuss. I
You
gotta
made
agree
the
with you.
Washington Redskins change their
one
name to the Washington Commanders.
Whose
You
hands
got
are
all the Confederate statues removed because of your feelings. It's history. It may not be history you like, but it's history. You got Mr. Potato Head changed to just Potato Head to be more gender inclusive. What? Those are just the ones that I could think of off the top of my head. I am sure there is hundreds of more examples. Please, if I'm
Yeah, I'll
missing
bet.
anything else, please drop it in the comments, because to say that
This guy's got a lot
we
of
are sensitive
clips
and
out.
we're banned.
He's He's a dick like us. I like. Oh wait. We gotta watch this one too. Hold on.
Oh no!
You marry your
Oh
brother. You
no!
open up a couple of fake Somali daycares, like the Quality Luring Center.
Okay, people.
You
this is
steal
AI,
millions
man.
of
Be crazy.
taxpayer dollars. Now what do you do? Do you sleep with your brother? How does it work? I mean, is that why all you guys look a little weird?
Yeah, I mean, I have many brothers, and yes, I marry them to get them visas and shit like that. And yeah, okay, there is a little inbreeding going on. We do get our freak on from time to time between brothers and sisters, but it's just how we do it in Somalia, Plus, it gets really cold in Minnesota, and sometimes all you got to keep yourself warm is your brother. So a girl got to do what a girl got to do. You know what I'm saying?
It's AI.
So you marry your brother. You open up a couple.
Well, yeah, we know it's AI. We know it's AI. That's a spoof. But I mean, that shit is just too much. Oh wait, I like this girl too. Shit. Damn it, y'all gonna take this.
I know you might not be able to tell from looking at me, but I am also a political refugee. I escaped from the People's Republic of New York. I think we have some New Yorkers in here. Woo! Yeah, you know that gay Muslim they're all obsessed with up there? Barack Obama. I know you might not be able to tell from looking at me.
All right, we got to get away. We got to get some news going. All right, guys, we may, ladies and gentlemen, we may get some more clips in after a while, but right now we're going to behave. There's a bunch more in there, so we got other shows. We got shows tomorrow night. Why am I not on camera? Michelle's going to hurt me. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. I hope y'all enjoyed the music, the songs, the crazy clips, and who? Who's on first?
That was some funny stuff. We're gonna play any DNN stuff, any Baby News Network tonight.
Oh, we might. I was actually, I was looking. I seen the one again with he's him and Kennedy and Khomeini, yeah. I seen that one a little while ago, but I need to go to the site because they got all kind of stuff over there. Oh, we're talking about the Baby News Network, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we give them a lot of plugs because that shit is fun.
It's hilarious. Oh my god.
Jack, we do too many shows now. Jack's like, y'all should just do one show a week that's like an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's just comedy stuff. Yeah, because we have to, we just asked what you like. Well, Saturday's an open night. We talk about anything. Yeah. No, we're not gonna talk about Jay's hairy ass. Whoever asked that question, that's not gonna happen. I mean, Jay might, but Sean and I aren't. I'm just telling you ahead of time. And how you know it's hairy to you, Bruce? Really? Jay, you got something you want to tell us, man?
No, I wasn't really paying attention. I was looking at Baby News Network. I was looking at some of their videos. So we got quite a few up there. What happened now?
Bruce Jennings from Lakewood, California says he wanted to talk about your hairy ass on Saturday night. Now, not tonight, but not tonight. It's Saturday night, though.
I'm Irish. We don't have hair.
Then I was like, people, you
no comment.
We got a great audience. They're just a little freaky sometimes. That's all. It's Friday night.
Yeah.
It's 10:30. It's 11:30 for the boys. Everybody's had a little cup of cocktails. No, Bruce, as far as what you meant time-wise, no, this show goes between 3 and 4 hours. It just depends on the amount of news we got and how tired we are. Well, it's a scheduled 4-hour show, but sometimes there's just not enough news to fill it. And sometimes we get busy and we all got careers. Like today, I was up early, been up all day. No, but we like it. Well, we got a bunch of articles to go through. They're sitting up on the thing. Well, like this one. Wait, hold on. This has nothing to do with anything, people. Hold on a second. Let's get it up here. So let's see. Let's put this up on the screen. Different kind of news, people. I was going to save this for tomorrow night, but since I got it up, I'm going to show y'all. Okay. No, we so let's get off of there. We skate on how can I say this, on what we can use and what we can't use. We try to be as careful as we can that we don't play something. But it's one of the reasons we switched to doing some of these clips, because some of this stuff, because they don't seem to be as, how can I say this,
The shorts don't seem to be something
just-
that they flag us on. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
Ooh, what's this?
So let's pop this into full screen. Don't this have a full screen? No. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
What is showing real aliens? Okay.
Okay. No, it don't have a full screen. Anyway. Well, hell, now it's being a pain in the ass. So you see what it says there? Yeah, I guess it was. Eerie photos supposedly showing real aliens. Sorry, guys, I couldn't get that.
Reportedly showing real aliens.
Supposedly, it says it's got a P on it. That's what kept screwing me up.
It's purportedly, yes.
Purportedly. They could have used another word. Let's just put it that way.
Reportedly would work just as easily.
Yeah, I think that would have been the better choice. But anyway, so this is whatever. This is I know this one. This is from
we know where that one came from.
Gulf Breeze, Florida, Ed Walters. What's this?
It's Ed Walters stuff. Oh, look at that.
That's something. I'm not sure what that is. It's something.
Bigfoot.
I don't know what this.
No.
Definitely something. It
could be a 5-year-old running behind a horse.
Yeah, it's gotta be whatever. It's kind of small. This is what is this? Ceres? Is that what this Ceres? Is that the name of that rock?
Ceres, Ceres, Ceres.
Yeah.
Or is that Pluto?
No, it was the one. I think it's in the Oort cloud, not in the Oort cloud. In asteroid. No, the asteroid belt.
Ceres. Ceres.
Okay.
Ceres. Ceres.
Yeah. Wait, Kurt. No, you're just typing the same word. Or you're trying to pronounce it differently. Well, you're gonna have to break it out. It's only 4 letters. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's not that important. What is this?
Oh yeah, look at that.
That's the stick man.
Yeah. I wonder if Bruce Maccabee has seen that one.
Oh, so this is Dulce. Duluth.
Yeah.
Dolce.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I've heard it pronounced in different ways now. That's the only thing I care.
In Spanish, it would be dulce.
Well, we're in America, Jay.
Yeah, so you would lose the E.
But it's very, very, very close to Mexico. The name is Spanish, but in English it's dulce. Yeah.
Here's
it's not much different. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, damn ribs and stuff. What the hell is this?
Some kind of
what is these Pekingese aliens? Is that what this is?
It looks like it. They look. Let me see. No, yeah, they look like alien babies, buddy. Alien kids.
Now this is Valiant Thor.
That's Thor.
Oh my God, Jenny Nicasio was oh man, she really liked him.
Well, Valiant Thor had a woman, so she shouldn't be liking him. But they were two very beautiful aliens. They look just like us, I said, but they always said there was some kind of thing about them that made them extra beautiful.
Was that the last picture?
The way you looked at them or the way they came off to you. Kind of reminds me.
The last picture?
Yeah, where did it go? So it's got, I guess it's like the Vorlons. You see them not quite the way they look. But they said they would, when they got around people felt at ease with them. They always talked about how beautiful. Don't ask me. They were aliens. Well, we don't know if that's real aliens or not, Jack. Looks like any Jack Joe Jan from back in the 50s, man. All the aliens I've ever heard him talk about didn't look like that. Now, I've heard about like the reptilians doing that thing they do where they look human, but they ain't human.
Yeah, but that's mind power.
Yeah, that is mind power, exactly. Well, so it's weird how it works, but
didn't Valiant didn't he call it for short they called him Val? Didn't he say it was like something on the order of pheromones? That we would breathe the pheromones and we saw what we wanted to see. Kind of like the salt creature in Star Trek. Like Dr. McCoy saw the creature when it was at a certain age, and then the young McCoy saw it as a young blonde.
Yeah, the one looked
like seriously, that's how it use pheromones to make itself look different to each person.
So this is what kind of kicked everybody nuts with Valiant Thor. He was from Venus.
Yes.
He was what?
From Venus.
Planet Venus.
Oh.
Out of all the planets you could have chose in our solar system, that's one of the shittiest.
Planet number 2.
Really very, very hot. I don't know how normal humans could live there.
Well, but we know for a fact there's life on that planet. The gases that are being emitted are from biological processes, not mechanical. And if it were mechanical processes, well, guess what? That would mean something fantastic. That would mean there's some sort of technological, mechanical life down there. Technological using knife. But as it is, there's something alive down there creating out of control greenhouse gas effect, and that's what Venus is.
Yeah, Denise, that Venus is the one with the upper atmosphere like ours. They really think at one time Venus was identical to Earth. It was our twin.
Well, truth of the matter is that everyone on this panel probably thinks the same thing, that Venus, Earth, Mars, and what is now the asteroid belt were all once living, breathing blue planets with live water on board.
Yep.
And
thriving planets. Either
4 different species or one of all the same species living on all 4 planets.
It's crazy, Jack, because when you get into all of this, we always talk about the greys, reptilians, and humans, and us. Well, if you got 4 planets, you got 4 species. Now, maybe it was an interstellar or intersolar system war between them, or maybe one, like Jay said, maybe there was one of them living here and somebody else came from outside. But regardless, there were 4 inhabitable planets here.
Yeah, something came here and fucked up the inner planets. Bad, real bad. One is gone.
Jackie,
the other 2 are salvageable.
So the 5th planet could have been the reboot. So we don't know, because we don't know how long it's been destroyed for. So originally, science said that this was leftover remnants from the forming of the disk, the cosmic, when the sun, it was just leftovers. It didn't form, didn't coalesce. Damn, my tongue is tied tonight.
It didn't coalesce into a planet.
Yeah,
but what we know is not true, because it has finished minerals such as gold and silver and antimony and other. There's uranium out there. It was a planet for a long time, long enough to make uranium.
Yeah, well, diamonds and other stuff they found. I mean, they got the one.
It might even have some lighter materials we don't have on our minerals scale yet. And if we've actually made it to the surface of Venus. Well, we haven't. The Russians did, but their probes only last 45 minutes, an hour. I think the most, maybe it was like 18 hours, maybe like almost a day. But all we have are like cloudy photos of this desiccated, rocky, barren planet. But if we were able to get actual minerals off of it, we might find some heavier metals, even some stable, perhaps fissionable materials, like in the 115, 120, 130 range, which are the stable ones, like ununpentium. We don't know.
You're welcome, Heidi.
The problem is, it's going. How many years do you think, Joe, would it take to change Venus back to a regular planet? I would say thousands of years to excise those gases.
So the only thing, the best plan I ever heard, which nobody knows how they're going to do it, would be to take some type of force field or some type of bore through space and connect Mars and Venus together. Drain a lot of the hydrocarbons, a lot of the stuff off of Venus to Mars, because Mars needs to be heated and Mars needs to thicken its atmosphere so we can live on it. Pressure. So you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You lower the pressure on Venus.
No, not so much. You still need a magnetic atmosphere on Mars. It has a waning one.
Yeah, but you can still live there. You can pressurize the planet up. Trying to hold the oxygen atmosphere there might be hard, but just keeping an atmosphere like this wouldn't be all that hard to do, because manufacturing alone would keep an atmosphere like that.
Well, why couldn't the gas just be collected in a ship that comes by and siphons gas off the top of the atmosphere, and then?
Because it would take hundreds of thousands of years. You need something like a giant pipe, so it's almost instantaneously. So it's not like
you need a transporter.
Yeah. Well, that would work too. So, but I mean, if you had a big enough fleet, you could do it. If you were doing like 1,000.
But my point was that Elon Musk wants to have that fleet. He wants to have 50 ships going to Mars, while there's 50 ships coming back from Mars, while there's 50 ships sitting on the moon waiting to go, just in case there's some kind of, foul up down the road.
Oh, Carl, that's true. SpaceX is going to go public. I'm pretty sure. I thought I heard that just the other day. Yes.
What now?
SpaceX is going to go public.
Really?
Yeah. The only way you can get stock in SpaceX right now is private, and it's expensive. Yeah. Oh no, I think
when it goes public, it's going to be just as expensive, isn't it?
Well, no. What I mean by expensive is there was a bare minimum you could buy to be part of SpaceX. It's like $1 billion or something.
Oh, geez.
100 million. I don't know.
Well, how much is that going to be when they go public?
Well, no, it'll be whatever the price of the stock is. What this is you had to be part of SpaceX, you had to buy X amount.
How do you just go public and find out what your public price is? Who sets that? And how much is it going to be?
I imagine it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
Alexa, how much would SpaceX stock be worth on the stock market? Let's see if you can figure it out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
SpaceX is set to IPO in 2026 with a target valuation of $1.75 trillion. Stock prices projected between $400 and $1,200. But exactly
she gives you a headache, doesn't she, Joe?
Thank you, Alexa.
Between 400 and how much?
$400,000.
Oh, wow.
A share. So the initial buy-in, the company's going to be worth $1.5 trillion. They expect Tesla to break $1 trillion next year. He's going to be worth more than Russia.
He's going to be worth $1 trillion very soon.
Fact,
He'll be the first one to it.
Well, actually, if SpaceX takes off, they may be worth $2 trillion. I mean, that's more than most countries on the planet, guys.
He's going to, well, regardless of how much he's going to be after he hits the trillion mark, he's going to hit the trillion mark first and soon.
Oh, yeah.
Could he be the Antichrist?
He could be, but I doubt it.
He is Drax. We'll have to wait and see what happens when he gets to Mars. What happens with his satellite network above the planet here? If it turns off its lasers on and it starts like zapping, people by genetic defect on the planet, then we know he's Drax.
U.S. uses landmines for the first time since the Gulf War.
Where? In Iran?
I'm assuming that's where it's at. It doesn't say.
We don't have any troops on the ground yet.
Yeah, well, we don't want landmine. We don't want our people stepping on land. Let's see. U.S. appears to have scattered landmines on an Iranian village, and that would be the first American use of controversial weapons for decades. Okay.
How did we spread landmines in the heart of Iran? We don't have any troops in the country at all.
Gator scattable mines can be seen in images from Kafi settlement, about 12 miles from southern city, I guess by plane. Experts confirmed to Telegraph that the images show a BLU 91 mines.
Huh.
That's which are only manufactured by the U.S. and not been provided to Israel military. So this is definitely ours, unless somebody got their fingers on them.
When was it manufactured? Though?
Yep, it says the 91 mine, the BLU 91 mines, or dropped by aircraft and explode when they sense magnetic signatures. I'm sorry.
Like a handgun, a truck.
Yeah, such as belonging to a large vehicle. Yeah, in other words, if you step on them, Jack, they won't blow up. Unless
you have steel-toed boots.
Yeah, that's true too.
Boom.
Or you're toting guns or something.
Yeah.
But they were designed to be kid friendly, civilian friendly. So you just walk along, you step on one, it doesn't kill you. Hey, at least somebody put some thought into something for a change. Before they would just
as long as you don't disrupt the magnetic field with heavy metals on you, you're okay.
Yeah. These seem to be for decent sized things, and they say they think they were dropped to block mobile launchers transporting missiles into firing position. So now we know what they were doing. They look like, man, people are going to take these things apart and get killed. They look like pots.
Looks like a can of paint.
And these people,
doesn't it?
Kind of, but it looks like it's got a handle inside. So I don't know.
Cans of paint have handles on them. You're a contractor, you know they have that stupid wire.
No, that's not what I mean.
Mangled up and.
No, they got the metal handle. It looks like right there, but this looks like a side, like a scoop handle. It's probably what they hang on to when they set it down. I don't know. They just drop them on the ground. People, look at it.
Oh, okay. Well, there's probably some way. One of them's a way to disarm it. It's got to be.
The weapons are often deployed alongside personal mines, but there is no imagery to suggest use of ladder. So there are no personal mines. They were just dropping these to
well, if you're driving a truck over that, your personnel is over with.
Yeah. But like I just said, those are designed so they don't kill children and women and just civilians walking around. It's a good idea, guys. You know, we know from other wars, kids get killed all the time by accident.
Yeah. Hey, mommy, look! Boom.
Interesting, Heidi. Interesting.
They launched 1 million rockets at their own country, and no one could stop them. What are you talking about? People.
Huh?
Oh, we ain't looking at it. That looks retarded. No, somebody just sent me something. That's something else going on in Tel Aviv.
Really? Oh, wow. Trump is begging for money from the Democrats to keep funding the Iran war, and Putin's humbled as he's forced to beg for money to continue the Ukraine war. That's funny.
Then where do you get that news from, Jay?
Oh, I seen the one
Look
about
at the screen. Look at the screen.
I seen the one about Putin.
Yeah, it's right. It's up there on the screen. Under the
Oh yeah,
picture
there
of
it is, right there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see it.
Yeah, I was just reading that a little while ago. Vladimir.
Mrs. First Lady of Ukraine. What, I don't know her last. She's not. I don't think he's married, but I guess his girlfriend. She's going to be on, I think, Fox tonight.
Who?
Oh,
the First Lady of Ukraine.
Alexa, is the Ukrainian president married?
Yes, the Ukrainian president is married. Volodymyr Zelensky has been married to Olena Zelenska since 2003.
Thank you.
She's on tonight.
That's
You're
it.
so welcome. Always happy to help with your questions.
Shut up, lady.
She's always got to have the last word. She's always got to have the last word.
She's a nut. They're all nuts.
Google says quantum apocalypse that could break the internet is soon.
What?
That's what it says. It says Google says
Quantum what is it? But what does that mean? What is a quantum apocalypse?
The internet is soon. That could break the internet is soon. That's okay. That's just poorly written all the way around. Oh, because it's from we ain't reading nothing from the Independent. Get out of here, man. Then people wouldn't know how to report something if their life depended on it.
Here, friend. Aren't they kind of stupid?
They are definitely goofballs, that's for sure. What is this? Who sent me this? Where the hell did this come from? It's get off the screen thing.
Yeah, people out there, if you got a news headline you want us to read, send it to one of the chat rooms. If we can, we'll throw it up.
Time travelers, huh? I'm not saying time travel is impossible, Jack. I'm just not saying it's possible for us right now.
It don't exist. Time travel does not exist.
Einstein disagrees with you, Sean. He
you know what? Einstein must have been smoking some good dope back when he said that.
Actually, he was a cokehead.
Whatever. He was doing something.
Let's see. Remove that. X out that. Add this. Add on that. What's that, Christopher? Now, the Google article's up there. You can read it. Yeah. Now, this is Trump saying how he's going to win the war. Yeah, no, really. It's how Trump says he's going to win the war. Hold on, we're going to play it. Calm down, people. Calm down. Where's the damn play button? There it is.
We have epic furries.
Sending 5 white women to Iran. The Iranian people will be so busy, desperately trying to get them to shut the fuck up that we will not even have to send stealth planes to complete airstrikes. The women will be paid entirely in Instagram likes. Operation Woke Cloak will be hugely successful. We have begun a new special forces operation. We are sending 500 liberal white women to Iran. The Iranian people will be so busy, desperately trying to get them to shut the fuck up that we will not even have to send planes to complete airstrikes. The women will be paid entirely in Instagram likes. Operation Woke Cloak will be hugely successful. We have begun a new.
That's enough of that.
Oh my God!
In trouble for that one.
Oh wait, what's this?
Stop pinching yourselves,
wait.
Democrats. This nightmare's real.
Look, man, we're screwed. I mean, we don't know. No, Democrats don't know what to do. This is a nightmare. Listen, the Democratic Party is going through a massive set of internal crises. You have a party that got trapped two ways. One, defending a broken status quo that nobody likes, and then offending most people in the country, calling everybody sexist and racist and transphobic and every other name, and then saying, please follow us. That's not a good strategy, folks.
Democrats are all texting each other saying, we have no power.
Me neither.
Y'all seen this one?
Oh, God. Yep.
Damn. Poor Trump, man. I mean, he just gets no respect, man. No respect. Okay,
what is that thing?
I don't know. That was something else. Wait, what's this? Oh, this one from earlier.
Fox News alert. We're learning what's in the Biden bribe document that the FBI has been trying to hide. And the allegation inside this document is explosive. Sources familiar with the document tell Fox News Digital that Joe Biden and Hunter Biden were paid $10 million in bribes by Ukraine. This was while Joe Biden was vice president. A highly credible confidential source had multiple meetings and conversations with a top executive at Burisma, the Ukrainian gas company where Hunter worked. And these conversations stretched for 5 years. And the source told the FBI about these conversations in June 2020. It's right as Joe Biden was wrapping up the Democrat nomination. The Burisma executive told the FBI's confidential source that Burisma had to pay the Bidens for help getting rid of the Ukrainian prosecutor who was investigating Burisma for corruption. Quote, $5 million for one Biden, $5 million for the other Biden, the Burisma executive told the confidential human source. Now, people who've seen the document tell us that the $5 million payments were a kind of retainer agreement that Burisma had with the Bidens to deal with a number of issues, one of which was getting rid of this prosecutor. Other issues Burisma needed Biden's help with was help with oil deals. Now, the executives said they needed to pay Joe Biden because Hunter was, quote unquote, dumb and couldn't get much done by himself. People who've seen this document say it looks like a pay-to-play scheme. The confidential source said the Burisma executive told him he paid the Bidens in such a manner through so many different bank accounts that investigators would not be able to unravel this for at least 10 years. Now, this jives with how the Chinese paid the Bidens, laundering money through a maze of LLCs. Now, this document even refers to the big guy. And remember, Joe Biden's referred to as the big guy on Hunter's laptop. The Burisma executive told the confidential source that he didn't pay the big guy directly. And Joe Biden was asked about these bribe allegations today. Listen.
The bribery allegation, Congresswoman Nancy Mace says there's damning evidence in the FBI file that you sold out the country. Do you have a response to the congressional Republicans?
Where's the money? I'm joking.
Mr. President,
It's a bunch of malarkey.
Biden's answer is interesting, isn't it? Where's the money?
Where's the money?
He's almost teasing us, isn't he? Like it's a game, like it's a cat and mouse. Well, we know that at least $6 million of Chinese money went to 9 Biden family member bank accounts. So that's where the money went. And we know with this document that the Burisma executive disguised the payments to Biden. But can Joe Biden really say he wasn't bribed if his entire family took the money? And he was the one that delivered the goods.
We're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said, I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I looked, I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a got fired.
Now, if you recall, Donald Trump was impeached for asking Ukraine to investigate his pay-to-play scheme. A CIA whistleblower close to Biden triggered it when he leaked the Zelensky phone call to Adam Schiff. Now, Donald Trump was impeached for asking for Joe Biden to be investigated. But today, not only is Joe Biden investigating Donald Trump, he could have him arrested any day. Joe Biden might arrest the guy who fingered him for taking bribes.
Oh, that's the thing. Well, we know nothing's coming out of that. Oh, man, had some crazy flying going on today. People, that's a drone crash. Yeah. Damn, Iranians crashing drones in my backyard.
Oh, man.
Look at that shit. Crashed my drone.
Yeah, I saw that. I was thinking about, oh, there he is. She is. Your little puppy.
She's a baby there. It is just ugly. God, that is ugly, man. Damn.
Why do you say that about your dog?
How old was it?
Oh, she could couple of months, maybe.
No, she was tiny, man.
Oh, yeah, she still is. She's only like 6 pounds, 5 pounds.
Yeah, you can hold them in the palm of one hand.
Oh, yeah.
That's how small they are when they come out.
I don't.
When they come out.
Let's see. What the hell is that?
You're cold, hell.
Well, you know, when the eggs hatch, that's when the puppies come out, and then you can hold them in the palm of your hand if the mama will let you. Otherwise, the mama will tear your throat out.
Jay, I got a question for you. What came first, the chicken or the egg?
The rooster.
Oh.
What the hell?
No one ever says that. Everyone always like, oh, those are the only two choices. No, the rooster came first, then the hen. It's just like Adam and Eve. You know, there was the chicken, and then the chicken was like lonely, and the chicken said, God, I'm lonely. And God said, well, give me part of your rib. Snap, boom, there's a rooster. And I mean,
why did the chicken cross the road?
Because she was heading over to KFC.
No, that was lame. To get to the other side, that's why.
Yeah.
Giving Democrats increased hope of taking back control of one or perhaps both of chambers of the U.S. Congress in next year's midterm elections. But a new Reuters Ipsos poll suggests that some of that enthusiasm may be premature.
We have toppled a political dynasty.
Across the U.S., Democrats enjoyed electoral victories.
Tonight, we sent a message.
Thanks to candidates leveraging concerns about the economy and President Donald Trump's overall unpopularity. But as Reuters politics editor Scott Malone explains, a new Reuters Ipsos poll shows Democrats may still have a lot of work to do to win over a crucial voting bloc ahead of the midterm elections.
Our polling found that voters 50 and over favored Republicans by about 46% to 38%. Voters under 50 preferred Democrats by 42% to 31%. And that's an important finding because voters 50 and up are also a lot more likely to turn out in midterm election years.
Malone says the strong Republican lead marks a major change from past midterm election cycles, which are held midway through a president's term.
Not only in the current cycle are voters 50 and over favoring Republicans by a significant margin compared to younger voters, they're also favoring Republicans by a significant margin compared to where they were at this point in the last two election cycles. If you go back to 2018 cycle, which was the midterm of Trump's first term, at this point in time, 50 and up voters were actually narrowly preferring Democrats.
Democrats need a net gain of 3 seats to win back control of the House and a net gain of 4 seats to take the Senate.
But you got that's if you don't
Recent
lose
election
any
victories
seats.
have given Democrats.
Those Democrats. Oh man, we gotta go break. Y'all be slacking, man. Damn. These guys are slacking, Jenny. I know, man. They're slacking. What can I tell you?
Who's slacking?
Y'all slacking, man. It's break time, man.
What do you expect when someone gets their hands on Moroccan hash?
See, look at that.
Yeah, just tell the world, Jay, and they'll come knocking at your door.
He's legal, right? Yeah, you're legal.
Just like I remember that one show I did with Jenny. We talked about reptilians in London, the king and queen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I really thought the SAS was going to come and knock on my door the next morning. It was wild, man.
Now you only got to worry about if you call them werewolves, then they'll come get you. So because if you go back, if you the royal family is hemophiliacs, so a good chunk of them are, and if you go back, you'll find out that they're very private. You never see them in the old days. You'd only see them inside the property, and usually in the evenings or at night. Used to be a lot of rumors. I mean, they did whole movies over it. What do you mean? Oh no, you're talking about Werewolf in London now. Yeah. Was you that took down the song I had up there, Goofy?
No, there wasn't no song up there.
There was no song up there, dude.
Oh, I guess it didn't go up. Okay, well, that's cool. Never mind. No, we're going to break, guys.
This is a new one, though. So we'll see.
Yeah, we're going to.
The 80s. I'll run some ads after this.
The stars went cold. We lost the line, we broke the mold. No fleet, no orders, just the glow. Our crew cut loose with nowhere to go.
Check that out, man. That's old, man. That brings back memories.
Money.
God.
Still too bright, too wild to go. Red alert, baby. Cap Coquito skims the bay. Phaser 10 and no delay. Sparko Lento drops the beat. Brain on fire, logic heat. Lenny's muttering through his scans. Horlina jams the bands. No prime directive, no command. We take the heat, we make the stand. Scotty Turbo's patching tech with duct tape, sweat, and synth cassette. Bever Lux in midnight heels, heals the herd and breaks the deals. Viz reroutes the traffic flow, roasts skates and steals the show. Red alert, baby. Red alert, baby. Make it glow. We're the crew, time trying to bury. Still too bright, too wild to go. Red alert, baby. Hard drive slams a time cop flat. Don looks smooth, a room with Chad. Slick Rico grins and flips his collar. Saxophone crimes just make him baller. DNA learns to cry in loops. Macho K flexes through the troops. Madame Troy, she sips and sees all your trauma in the breeze. Red alert, baby. Red alert, baby. Make it glow. Make it so. We're the crew, time try to bury. Still too bright, too wild to go. Red alert, baby. Make it glow. Make it so.
Welcome to Don't Whistle at Night podcast, where Navajo legends echo in the shadows. Darren and Dawn will guide you through the sacred fire of Native storytelling, where the old stories breathe, the unknown walks among us, and voices, long hidden, rise to be heard. And remember, don't whistle at night.
Keep this war on track.
This officially does not ever get old.
Wait to a mosque, gonna throw some rocks. Tell the Ayatollah, gonna put you in a box.
We did put him in a box. Well, I don't know if there's enough pieces of that box.
They put both of them in the box.
Old Uncle Sam's getting pretty hot. Time to turn Iran into a parking lot. Bomb Iran, bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, bomb, Iran. Our country's got 'em feeling, really hit the ceiling. Bomb Iran, bomb, 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 Iran. All the volunteers, all the bombardiers, all the financiers better get their ass in gear. Bomb Iran, bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Our country's got 'em feeling, really hit the ceiling. Bomb Iran, bomb, 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 Iran. Their supplies, get our hands untied, and bring them back alive. Bomb Iran, bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Our country's got 'em feeling, really hit the ceiling. Bomb Iran, bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Our people you've been stealing, now it's time for dealing. Bomb Iran, bomb, 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 Iran.
Somebody
Bomb, 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 Iran.
Yeah, dust, people, dust. Welcome back, everyone, to News on the Flip Side. Hope y'all didn't mind us bombing the shit out of Iran right there, but
it officially will never get old.
I wish they would do like they did in the old days and tie those big speakers onto those helicopters and play that bomb, 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 Iran.
I'm sure they do that.
Blowing shit up now.
I wonder what kind of messages they're writing on the things they are dropping and shooting at Iran, though.
I don't know if
That
they
is
do
tradition.
that
If you write,
anymore.
especially on the first volley, you write stuff on the missiles and the bombs and stuff.
I don't know if they're allowed to do that anymore.
It's hard
Why
to
not?
say. I don't think they
know.
were ever allowed to do it. I think they just did it. Because I remember Command and Nimitz telling me one time, you aren't supposed to be writing on them fucking missiles, right? And I was like, I'm not writing on anything. Sir. I don't know what you're talking about. You boys putting these little, anyways, put these little emblems on them. They got pissed about it, but they didn't do him anything. And then one of the battle groups, one of the FA-18 battle groups, they wanted us to put these little winged devils on every sidewinder they put on their planes.
Are sidewinders obsolete?
No, as far as I know, they're not. I think
they have a newer version of it. I think what used to be in the 80s was an AIM 7 sidewinder. We're up to AIM 9 or AIM 11 sidewinders now.
Okay. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Well, Michael, we got a lot of different kind of missiles. I mean,
Thank you, Heidi.
Yeah, we threw up a graphic one time. Joe and I did one Friday night, and we talked about the ones that we knew about, but they had a whole bunch we didn't. We had no idea that they had that many.
Yeah, there is a bunch. Wait, where did that go? What was that?
And that was just the Navy we were looking at
Them
too.
them sidewinders, they were just for air-to-air contact, right?
They were, yeah. I don't know if they are anymore.
That's what I thought.
Iran report.
AIM 9 is the air intercept missile. It's designed to intercept another flying plane.
Let's see. Okay. Iran reports radiation levels at nuclear site after Israel strike. Vows major revenge. We're gonna blow Israel back to God. You know what? Iran, I don't think the Israelis would be upset if they got blown back to God. I mean, shit. That's the whole point anyway. Iran, I mean, come on, just be grateful. Israel's not doing
without,
Pakistan.
You know what, Joe? You're right there. They should just be grateful that we didn't flatten them out. But we can't, because there's a lot of beautiful Persian people over there. That wouldn't be cool.
We have flattened out a lot of their military and infrastructure for oil.
Yeah,
so
but
they're going to be real soon.
But the Persian, why would you want to make Iran a parking lot when you have innocents that are going to die?
He doesn't want to do that. No, he wants that oil.
Okay.
We got Venezuela. If we get Iran, we'll be the #1 leader in control of fossil fuel on the planet.
Yeah. America will force everybody into electricity because they'll be too dependent on us. No, Christopher, one of the oligarchs that used to be Putin's friend leaked the information that Russia was in financial trouble. And if it kept up at the rate they were going, they couldn't even fund their military or maybe even keep track of their missiles. This is what happened when the Soviet Union collapsed. And we don't want that to happen.
They already lost how many nuclear missiles devices?
You know, it's weird. They lost a bunch, but apparently nobody got their fingers on them. You got to wonder what happened.
Yeah, where are they?
Well, somebody said the KGB, MI6, and the CIA went and found them all, but they never said anything. I would have thought that would have been bragging rights, but I guess not.
Or they found all but X number, and that X number maybe the Iranians have it, one or two of them.
No, they would have used them. You can bet your
Not if it was their only device, you know. If it was their, they were talking about today, they have some. We know that they have some sort of. It's a hypersonic missile, but it's not one that was given to them. It's one that they think they developed, but they're not launching it. They're holding back on it, and the reason is why.
No, they launched. They launched a couple of hypersonic missiles. I think it was 9 or 11 or something.
That were given to them by China, though.
No, these were Iranian made. They had a little weird stamp on. These aren't Chinese.
Where are they?
Chinese.
Well, apparently they have a new version of it, or an experimental version of one that they just have one of, and they're not shooting it.
Yeah,
but we know where it is.
I think they shot 4 Chinese missiles at the carrier, and China told them, "Don't you can shoot another one of our missiles at the United States military."
Can they do that?
Yes, they can.
But I bought them from you, so I can do whatever I want. From them.
And you notice because of that, Iran won't let the Chinese tankers through. They're blocking them. Well, if you want to stay friends with China, you're not going to, if you buck them on this, you're not going to ever get anything out of them if you survive.
They're going to do what they want with those missiles anyway, so it doesn't matter what China says.
It doesn't. Well, look, they were negotiating with them last year in good faith, and they said, "Well, we don't have long range."
We were negotiating with them just how many 28 days ago in good faith.
No, but I meant
well,
they
30,
already,
more like
they
30
had,
days.
but this is different. They told us they didn't have ballistic missiles, not long range ballistic, not ones that could reach Europe, but they do. 4,000 mile. That's a hauling ass missile. I can definitely reach Europe.
They can reach up
here,
to southern England and Wales. That's about as far
I'm
as they can
I'm
get.
going to throw devil's advocate in this. Well, if they launch a ballistic missile traveling 4,000 miles, I'm sure there are different countries that would intercept that.
Maybe.
Well, in order for them to get to England, it has to go all the way across Europe. So they likely wouldn't. Their first volley wouldn't be England, but they are close enough to shoot at Moscow. All the capitals of all the if you will, the Abraham Accord states that are all around him and they hate him right now.
Okay, I understand that, but would not somebody be smart enough to take that thing out of the ocean, kill it, or destroy it before it even attempted to get to land?
No, it's not going. It's going to get. It's going in space, my friend.
It's coming from land.
It's going. Then it's going. And when it comes this way, it's going to be going like 4 times as fast. It'll be a lot harder.
And ballistic at that point. It's strictly guided by
the only
gravity.
Saving grace for anybody on the end of it, it's probably not going to be nuclear tipped. But other than that, it's going to carry a huge explosive yield, probably 4,000 or 5,000 pounds.
But then again, you got, and then that's where Elon Musk comes in with his satellites knocking it out.
Elon's not going to do it for Iran, and not unless Trump asks him. But if it's going to England or it's going to Germany or the middle of Europe, they're developing their own Starlink. They can use their own shit. Europe's in trouble with America and Asia right now. They got all smart ass. They weren't building their military. Now they look really weak. They're scrambling to try to get some kind of thing together inside their nations. A lot of nations are wanting to side with Trump. Even England's population is split because I was watching this big Trump rally in downtown London the other night. It's so
was it a No Kings rally?
No, it was pro-Trump rally.
It's a joke because they're in England. No. They have a king. Okay, gosh, guys,
they do have a queer king, but still, it's Speaking of that, man, if I had the time, if I didn't feel so rough, I'd probably go do some No Kings hanging out and see what everybody's got to say. It says 3,000 events across the entire United States, and I think they said 9 or 10 countries. It's if that's true, I don't know, Jack. I know last time they said it was millions and millions and millions, and maybe it was, but every city I seen never had more than 4,000 or 5,000 people in it. I think the biggest was like in Chicago and New York, and they already admitted those crowds were only about 10,000. Well, yeah, I guess if you do 10,000 times 3,000, find out what that is. And but they weren't like 200 and 300, 400,000 people. That was an outright lie. Well, like the one they said in DC. Well, you can see pictures of DC when the mall's full, from presidential elections and all kind of other stuff that goes on there, concerts and stuff. When you see the No King,
there, it holds a lot of people.
So when you see the No King, just the front side of the landing of the mall was busy. Everything else was empty.
It's
because liberals can't tell the truth, Bruce. They just
several football fields wide and several football fields long.
Yeah.
Hey Google, how long is the mall in DC?
The National Mall in Washington, D.C. stretches about 2 miles long, running from the U.S. Capitol building on the east end to the Lincoln Memorial on the west end. Specifically, it's about 1.9 miles between the Capitol steps and the Lincoln Memorial.
There you go. It's 2 miles long for one thing.
Yeah, so, well, Jack, they just can't help themselves. They have to we won't say it's lying. We'll just say they exaggerate.
Listen, I've been there many, many times. I grew up in the area. I've been there during 4th of July, where we sit in the mall, because the last thing that she said is the Jefferson Memorial. Behind the Jefferson Memorial is the Potomac River. In the Potomac River is the barge for the fireworks. And in the line of sight, you'll see the Jefferson Memorial, the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument, the reflecting pool, and the Washington Monument. The White House is over there. And we're sitting, like, I don't know, 2 football fields away from the Congress building, and here come the fireworks. And then that was a lot of people in just that small area. That's not even 1 million.
Well, look what
it takes a lot. It takes a lot to fill that area up.
Jay, have you been to Pittsburgh yet?
I haven't been to Pittsburgh in years, but I have been in and around and through. Yes.
Well, we are having the NFL draft, and they are predicting 500,000 to 700,000 coming into Pittsburgh.
Well, y'all should have a
wow.
We can't handle all that. We can't. It's
Why?
impossible. It's a small city, dude.
No, it's a small city. No, it's a
They
small
already
city.
canceled,
3 or 4 million.
canceled some high school football game or something like that because of it, or graduation or something. And a lot of people were pissed off. What?
5 to 700,000. 5 to 700,000 at the point. You know,
But didn't they cancel some public school thing, like a graduation or a football game?
No, everybody, all schools will be closed on Thursday and Friday for the draft.
For the draft, that's it.
Yep.
How stupid.
Because
Because this is the city mayor's thinking. The draft will affect the kids' performance in school. The draft doesn't begin until 6 p.m. on those 2 nights. And they get out of school at 2:30.
Any, I don't know. See, down here they're so strict about getting time out of school because we got storm days and hurricane days. And,
well, yeah, we had. I think in Maryland we had either 6 or 8 snow days. After 8 snow days, if it snowed 2 feet, we had to go to school. We had no choice.
Dude, we did that. We never had snow days. Maybe one time. We used to walk in that shit.
We had an allotment. We had so many after so many snow days we had to go to school.
The only good thing about not using your snow days is that you got out of school 8 days early. At the end of the year. But no, dude.
They never let us cash ours in that way.
I remember walking in 1 to 2 feet of snow to go to school. You had to go to school. And we didn't have no school buses.
2 feet of snow would have closed down Montgomery County, Maryland schools. Anything less than that, we would have been there. But a dusting, we'd have been there.
I remember in South Carolina, when I was stationed down there, there were snow flurries. And they
closed the whole city down.
They closed the whole city down.
Yes, sir, I know.
It was crazy, dude.
Same thing happened in Savannah. I was there. We had one of my first years there. They had it literally like up here was like not even. We wouldn't even measure it. We would call it a dusting. They're like it's an inch. I mean, it literally closed the entire school down. I mean, the entire district down for like 2 days. The entire county and city, everything was closed down for 2 days. It was unbelievable.
Oh, this is a good song, Joe.
Yes, this is a little quick 3-minute break, people. Go get your coffee.
Oh, good, because I got to go up and get another bottle of something to drink.
Yeah.
Sounds like Charlie Daniels.
Yep.
Well, the eagle's been flying slow, and the flag's been flying low, and a lot of people saying that America's fixing to fall. But speaking just for me, and some people from Tennessee, we got a thing or two to tell you all. This lady may have stumbled, but she ain't never failed. And if the Russians don't believe that, they can all go straight to hell. We're gonna put her feet back on the paths of righteousness, and then God bless America again. And you never did think that it ever would happen again. In America, did you? You never did think that we'd ever get together again. We're damn sure food, you were walking real proud and we're talking real loud again. In America, you never did think that it ever would have happened again. From the sound up in Long Island, out to San Francisco Bay, and everything is in between them is our home. And we may have done a little bit of fighting amongst ourselves, but you outside people best leave us alone. Cause we'll all stick together, and you can take that to the bank. That's the cowboys and the hippies, and the rebels and the Yanks. You just go and lay your hand on the Pittsburgh Steelers band, and I think you're gonna finally understand. And you never did think that it ever would have happened again. In America, did you? You never did think that we'd ever get together again. And we damn sure proved you were walking real proud and we're talking real loud again. In America, you never did think that it ever would have happened again. And you never did think that it ever would have happened again. In America, did you? You never did think that we'd ever get together again. Well, we damn sure proved you were walking real proud and we're talking real loud again. In America, you never did think that it ever would have happened again.
Awesome, Joe. Thank you for playing that.
Yeah, you know, there's one other I'm missing somewhere.
Heidi says we had so many snow days when we had to make up any additional at the end of the year. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
we had to do that too. I was trying to goad you guys into a joke. You know, they had to force us to go during like blizzard like conditions, but you weren't actually. You didn't fall for it. I did try, a couple of times. You didn't fall, but yeah, and it was weird. You had to pay it back.
What the hell? Sorry, guys. There's something just popped up on my screen. Man, lately this shit's been flying all over this thing tonight. Yeah, those short break people. Yeah, people forgot how America is, and that's a good song even for today because under Biden we were all kind of like, oh God, help us, please. Now under Trump, we just kicking people's ass all over the planet just for GP. GP, Jack, general principle. Yeah. Just because
and I a whole bunch of like 8-minute and smaller Brady News Network kind of things.
Cool. Yeah, we need to line them up just to keep them because I'm starting to keep all this stuff because until this war is over, we might as well keep it all around. Micah, what about it? Micah. Going once, Micah, going twice. So to Johnny Brown, Micah. Oh no, I did. Okay, I seen both those articles, by the way. So one of them, the guy said that he can power spacecraft from the actual how cold it is in space. Yes.
What?
Yes, it's a cool article too. It's a technology I had not even heard of or thought of. And then the other one was warp drive without exotic matter. Physics claims reopens faster than light debate. So now they're saying we don't have to have exotic matter to create faster than light travel. That we can probably use. Well, no, what they're saying is instead of exotic matter, what the hell do they call it? Shit. It's like forced cold fusion.
Oh, okay.
So it's somehow or another like quadruples the amount of power.
What you playing, Jay?
And then it says on the other one, on the other experiment, it says that it does not take as much power as originally thought to open like a warp field or a warp bubble. They thought it took this enormous amount of power. They're finding out that it doesn't actually. So once they can create a warp bubble around the ship, it's just a matter of pushing the ship, right?
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and there's no friction. And oh man, this ought to be interesting.
Yeah, cool.
What are you playing, Jay?
It's Baby News Network. Baby Trump versus Iran. Baby Iran Supreme Leader. It's a roast battle.
Okay, Jay, Heidi wants to know: did you walk up both the hill, both way up in the blizzard?
Huh?
Did you walk up the hill in the blizzard?
No, we had to ski uphill both ways.
Yeah.
Without ski boots and no socks, newspapers for socks. Maybe use newspaper for padding.
Do you know when my
Dad
son
used
was
that
in
on
high
the spot.
when my son was in high school, I shit you not, okay, I went to pick him up, take him out to dinner, and it's like 30 degrees out, okay, and he's wearing shorts, tennis shoes, no socks, and a t-shirt. I'm like, dude, go up and get dressed. I mean, I see guys walking in, it's like 20 degrees out, they walk into work and they're wearing shorts and t-shirts.
I see people in our warehouse. It's like, it's still hasn't even warmed up. It's still like, blast of cold air. And there's these guys wearing shorts and short sleeve shirts. I'm like, how are you not cold? It's like 35 degrees in this building.
It's craziness. Crazy.
Mm-hmm. They must, I agree. They must be nuts.
You going to play that, Jay?
If you guys are ready, yeah. I didn't want to interrupt you while you were talking about your story there.
Good evening. I'm Bill Maher. Tucker's out sick, so I'm filling in. Tonight, a roast battle between the President of the United States and the Supreme Leader of Iran. Let's find out how this goes.
Why is that flag here? Remove it. I told my assistant, I said, Farouk, call them. No American flags. And Farouk said he called. Did you call Farouk? I bet you did not call.
Ellie, relax. Sit down, have a juice box. You're already blaming an assistant, and we haven't even started yet. Very revealing. And Bill, good to see you. Last time I saw you, you were on your little show calling me a dictator for 45 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm sitting next to an actual one, and he can't even get his intern to make a phone call.
I call everyone a dictator. It's kind of my thing.
I also do not like this man. He came to my country, ate my kebab, lamb, saffron rice, the whole spread, smiled to my face, and then went home and called Iran a theocratic nightmare on HBO.
It was a documentary. That's what documentaries...
We don't even have HBO in Iran. I had to watch it on a pirated stream. My nephew set it up. It took 3 hours because the Wi-Fi in my palace is terrible, Bill. And this is what I see when it finally loads.
Wait, you pirate HBO? And your palace has bad Wi-Fi? Ali, you've been in charge for 37 years and you can't get a router to work. I have Wi-Fi on my golf cart. Very embarrassing for a supreme leader. Extremely embarrassing, actually.
Ayatollah Khomeini, 37 years as supreme leader. Walk us through the highlight reel.
When I took over, people said, Khomeini, you cannot fill Khomeini's shoes. I have survived 8 American presidents. 8. Bush, Clinton, Bush again. Why did they do that twice, by the way?
Surviving isn't a legacy, Ali. A cockroach survives. I accomplished more in my first term than you did in 37 years. You've been in office since the Berlin Wall, and your biggest achievement is simply lasting. That's a participation trophy.
United my country under one vision, one ideology, one...
Yeah, maybe one outfit. Everybody wears the same thing. Everybody chants the same thing. You didn't build unity. You built a damn copy machine. And quite frankly, it's out of toner.
Oh, crap. Out of toner.
And nobody can even fix it because you banned Google.
We did not ban, okay? We banned some of Google. The parts that show TikTok dances. You know what TikTok dances are doing to the youth? My niece did one in the living room, and my sister almost had a heart attack.
You're losing a cultural war to teenagers, Ali. And I'm very confident that's the funniest thing I've heard all year. Actually, Bill, I'm not done with you. This has been bugging me. I invite you to Mar-a-Lago. Beautiful dinner, by the way. The best steak you've ever had. Tremendous wine. My staff treated you like royalty. And the following week, you went on your show and ripped me apart for an entire monologue.
It was a good steak. I'll give you that.
It was the best steak, and you don't deserve another one. You ate my filet mignon and used the energy from it to insult me on national television. I'm still very upset about it, Bill. Not happy about it.
He did same thing in Tehran. He sat with my ministers, drank our tea, Persian tea, the best in the world, said, oh, this is fascinating. Tell me more. So we told him the poetry, the architecture, thousands of years of civilization.
Okay, and
you went home and put my face on screen next to a donkey and said, we have similar energy. A donkey, Bill, on premium cable. What the heck?
Bill, that's actually terrible. I'm on his side for this one. Temporarily, very temporarily. But a donkey, lazy work. I'd be a lion. Ali would be, I don't know, maybe a goat.
Why would I be a goat?
The beard, Ali. Come on, everyone knows it.
Okay, moving on. The point is, Bill eats your food, smiles, and betrays you. He is a kebab traitor.
Kebab traitor? You know what? I think that's going on my tombstone.
Ali, I never thought I'd say this, but me and you agree on something. Bill Maher eats your dinner and stabs you in the back.
Yes, finally. At least when you insult me, you do it to my face. This man does it behind your back with a studio audience. That is worse.
You know what, Ali? We should both subscribe to the Baby News Network. At least BNN insults you honestly to your face every time.
Fair point. I subscribe.
Good. Now let's get back to hating each other.
Ayatollah Khomeini, how do you think the world sees Iran right now?
The world respects us. When I speak, nations listen. I gave a speech last month, 3 hours, very powerful, and the entire assembly gave me a standing ovation.
Oh, please. They stood because it was 3 hours and their legs fell asleep, Ali. I just got off the phone with 12 world leaders and not one mentioned Iran. Not one. Your forwarded email, nobody opens anymore. People see Iran in the subject line and hit delete.
We have influence everywhere. Hezbollah, the Houthis. The answer to me personally.
Your proxies are your whole resume. When you pick up the phone, it goes to voicemail. You're like a cell phone plan nobody wants to renew, but they're too lazy to cancel.
At least my allies fear me. Yours just play golf with yourself and write books about how crazy you are.
Okay, that one was decent, Ali. Still wrong, but decent delivery. You're improving. Very slowly, just like your country's Wi-Fi.
Oh, he actually got you with that one.
He didn't get me, Bill. Nobody gets me. And you definitely don't get me. You got a free steak, and that's all you're ever getting.
Okay, final round. Ayatollah Khomeini, you've made a lot of threats over the years. What have you actually backed up?
We launched over 300 missiles and drones. I personally approved everyone. I stayed up until 4 in the morning watching the radar.
And 99% got slapped out of the sky like mosquitoes at a barbecue. You had the most exciting night of your life, and it ended with a 99% failure rate. 99.
My wife brought me tea and dates. I was pacing. I called my generals every 10 minutes and said, are they hitting?
And they said, no, Ali, every time. I mean, you threw a Super Bowl party for a team that lost 60-0. Your wife served snacks for a disaster, quite frankly.
The 1% that got through.
He's bragging about 1%. If I got 1% on anything, a deal, a poll, anything, I would never speak again. I'd retire. Nobody's hiring at 1%, Ali.
You think you can talk to me like this? You think I am some Bill Maher you can push around?
Why am I catching strays in the final round?
Because you are easy to hit, Bill. Like my missiles, except I actually land on you every time.
He just called you easier to hit than a country. Bill, that's historically bad, even for you.
Okay, that's time. I came in as a neutral moderator, and I'm leaving as the most roasted person in the building, which is impressive considering one of these guys chants death threats for a living. Ayatollah, you were surprisingly entertaining. Mr. President.
Incredible. I was incredible. You can say it. Go ahead, Bill.
You were present.
Basically incredible. Ali, you're still the worst leader I've ever dealt with. Actually, that's Zelensky, but your military is a comedy special. But tonight you had moments, brief little sparks of something almost
Military
resembling
is a comedy
competence, and I
special.
respect that.
I am not sure if that was a compliment, but I will take it because this has been the most stressful night of my life. And I launched 300 missiles and watched them all fail. Bill, I hope you get food poisoning. Trump, I hope your Wi-Fi goes out for one day so you understand my suffering.
Good night from the Baby News Network.
God bless Baby News Network. And Ali, I'll be seeing you very soon. Very, very soon. Believe me.
He wasn't lying. He's seen him very, very soon. Oh, these things are
It is kind of funny. I don't know how old that is, but he's no longer with us.
Yeah, it wasn't that old. I think it was probably done it right when the war, right before it started.
Oh, so yeah.
And this is so we play these clips because Sean's got the hots for this chick.
Yeah, this is Sean's new girlfriend.
Omar.
Who is it?
Omar.
Proof the owner was open. His hours are 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Wait, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.? Are you sure about that number?
Yes, stop attacking him. You just think he's the wrong guy because you think all Somalis look the same. You racist.
Well, to be fair, when you people marry your cousins, the gene pool gets a little shallow. Faces tends to recycle themselves.
Ugh, you are disgusting. Anyway, the hours are 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. That is on the record.
Congratulations. You just confessed to a federal crime.
What?
Minnesota state law requires daycares receiving that specific funding to be open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. by admitting he opens at 2 p.m. You just proved he is committing fraud.
That's fake news. You don't know anything. Do you even know who my father is?
Yeah, your uncle.
Huh? Stop lying about the Somali daycare.
Oh, what a dick. Oh, wait, let's see what this. Oh, another Omar. Oh, man. Is this up on the screen?
No, it isn't up on the queue yet.
Hold on. Where am I at? I don't know. Sometimes this thing works easy, and sometimes it wants to be a pain in the you know what. Yeah, this one right here. This is it.
Pain in the arse.
Let's see.
Now it's up.
Or two within the span of what, a week?
There is not a single evidence that the president or his coonies have put forth that there are any single resource from taxpayers in Minnesota that has gone to aid and abet terrorism.
If money from U.S. tax dollars is being sent to help with terrorism in Somalia, we want to know.
Yeah.
And we want those people prosecuted. And we want to make sure that that doesn't ever happen again.
What changed? Maybe the knowledge.
Once you're out of office, it will stop.
Network, skimming something off the top, all for
Yeah,
the cause.
something
This is
changed.
amazing. Notice how Ilhan Omar changed it.
Because she figured somebody was going to jail. That's why she changed her tune.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be her.
So poor CNN. They send out a guy to the airport to, get some bad footage and, all bad lines. The guy gets there. TSA is working. The ICE is walking around talking to people, being nice. They said at the height of the day, which in Atlanta today is a slow day for them, Tuesday, but, it said when it was packed, it took
Wednesday is a big day, though. Yeah.
They said, but it took about an hour to clear down. He said, after that, it's been less than 15 minutes to get on any flight. And we're talking Atlanta, people. Busiest airport on the planet. It was so funny because it was New York and Hartford and then in London, and then it shifted around the world and made it all the way back to a little southern shithole city called Atlanta. All because they were smart enough to make Delta Hub there. Corporations are in that city. It's ridiculous.
Did you see what I saw on the news tonight, that these people bought tickets, okay, and they went through TSA, they went through it all, and instead of a plane, they went on a bus.
Oh, I seen that, yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah. Their explanation was that they're not flying like under an hour flights to get from one place to another. So it was a 2-hour bus ride.
Joy. It's
I sure hope they
I
fed
think
the
that was
crap out of those
Delta. Was
people.
that Delta, Joe?
I don't know. I remember seeing the article, but I didn't read to see who it actually was.
I sure hope they fed and boozed the crap out of those people.
Well, they got
You don't even have time to get a drink on a plane, because by the time you lift off, you're there at the other city. So why would they want to do that?
On an hour flight, you have barely enough time to get drink service. Yes.
By the time you get up in the air, it's time to get landed.
Yeah, a lot of planes, a lot of airlines won't do it unless it's going to be at least a 2-hour long flight. They won't break out the cart. You can ask for a drink and they'll go get you something, but they won't break out the cart.
I've had drink service on flights that were like an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes.
Well,
But
you're
it's
already
literally like that. They pass once and everybody gets a drink, and then on their way back they're collecting already because it's time to give it up.
Yep.
Yeah, see, like from New Orleans to Houston, it's 45-minute flight. The plane don't even get time to level off. It's like up and then down.
Yeah, no, it's boom. That's a literal puddle jump.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you're there, and when I go out to LA, Jack, so it's weird going to LA. So sometimes it's a 3.5-hour flight out there and a 4.5-hour flight back. Headwinds.
No, any layovers, Joe, or just straight
No,
through?
it's nonstop. They always fly me nonstop. Matter of fact, everywhere I've had lectured for or done any conferences for anything, always flies me nonstop. I'll be nice for some companies and fly coach, but then I always want a aisle seat.
I'd rather have the window myself.
Yeah, I used to, but that was COVID. I ain't as big a fan.
Prefer the window, but when you got to go to the bathroom, it's a lot easier to have the aisle.
That's why you pee before you get on.
But I like the aisle so I can stretch out.
Not if they serve a beer. Once you break that seal, you're done. And on a 6 hour, if you're going if you're going from here to LA, that's a 6 to 7 hour flight. And if there's a puddle, if I have to stop and do a layover and get on another plane, I'm definitely peeing on at least 2 of those planes.
You got Marcus territory, man.
No, he was. Hey, Joe, he's sending out the signal to the aliens to come down where he's
come
at.
down and get him.
He's leaving his marker.
That's what you see that light? That's what that light is for. I'm talking to the aliens right now. That's what that light means. It's like ET phone home. Ouch, Elliot. Ouch.
Usually on a 4 or 5 hour flight, I don't have to pee, Jimmy. Usually because I'll get off at the airport or something. Well, if you notice, a lot of times, like when you're coming back from LA, half the people getting off the plane is headed to the bathroom. Yeah, well, some people don't like to use the bathrooms in the airplanes. I don't really care, but what the guy told me, you might get sucked out and thrown out the plane. It's like, don't quite
unless you're in the Mile High Club, though,
Well, I've been in that, so I am a member of that. So, and of all places, it was on a military aircraft. Wasn't even
on a MAX flight. On a MAX
it was
flight.
It was on a anyway. It was more than once too, by the way, but still, it was. And I wasn't even the one that I was.
Them lady pilots are crazy, aren't they?
Well, I was on a military hop.
Here, hold my stick. No, you hold mine.
So in the Navy, you can travel for free if you don't mind hopping a cargo plane because they got seats on them. So they usually fold down net seats, but still. So I'd want to go places. I'd find a flight out to like Chicago or somewhere and just hop the flight. And a lot of times you wouldn't know who would be on there with you. They'd just be people, because they're delivering cargo and you're like cargo. You're along for the ride. It's all kind of interesting, Chief, I got to say. I'll tell you this. I was in boot camp. I met this lieutenant, junior grade, and she was in charge of the kitchen boot camp. And a friend of ours got a joint from some guy about the size of my finger. I hadn't smoked anything in like 4 months. And so we got in the oven and she cranked the oven up and we got these big, huge pans. They're about 5 foot wide. And it's on this big conveyor that goes around like this way up and over. It's big oven. So she turns it on. She didn't turn the heat on, just the conveyor. And we hopped on it. We're getting eyes. Well, anyway, one thing led to another. And I'll say it was one of the most interesting places I've ever done it. It was in boot camp, no less. And it's funny
Good
because,
gosh.
well, it's funny because the Navy does put saltpeter in your food in boot camp.
Yes, they do.
And so it's for the thing to even function is probably a miracle in itself.
Yes,
Oh no,
they
Jan,
do.
that's a true story. No, that's a true
That
story.
is true. That is
It's,
true. They do that.
And then on a flight into Miami, I met these two Marine chicks. They were wild. I mean, they was wild. They were like, oh my God, they were wild. Anyway, I can't talk about that on here, man.
Hey guys, I got to work. I'm tired. I got to go, guys.
Yeah, go get some sleep, man.
All right.
We're
All
gonna
right.
get out of
Good night,
here in a while because
everybody.
I gotta find something to eat while my stomach ain't killing me. Jeffrey, no, you know what? I'll pull them up really quick. Hold on. I know I always do this at the last minute, but give me a second. Let's close some of this out of here and let's go over. Nope, not the bomb Iran stuff. No, wrong thing. Well, let me. Okay, it's gonna be like that. Okay, we'll do it the other way. We'll do it like this. Jimmy, I'm trying to pull it up, but sometimes if I pull it up on YouTube one way, it's fine. When I do it the other way, it's not. So anyway, Donald Trump's chilling 7-word message shows damage of Iran war. Basically, what he said is we were going to bomb the living shit out of you. And they made a big deal out of it. And of course, that's what we did. We bombed the living shit out of them.
Well, we haven't really been bombing so much. We've been using some bombs, smart bombs, and missiles and stuff. But I think what he's alluding to is probably breaking out the stratofortresses and just carpet bombing the living crap out of them.
That's what he's talking about. So every night, since the war's been going on, we have bombers going over there. Most of them flying in, half of them flying in from America, half flying in from Europe. And now whatchamacallit finally let us fly over their territory now. Was it France or somebody? So we can fly over. So we're just constantly just bombing them. Every time we find a target, we just bomb the shit out of them. This one was weird because I didn't know what to make out of this. Mysterious missile launches from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. Nobody knows what the hell it is. I couldn't find anybody even hardly knew it existed. It happened. It was picked up by accident by some radar that reported it somewhere to see what it was in case it was something else. And
when did this go off?
Today. So
not today.
Yeah, today. So, well, that's what it said anyway. Let's see. Well, that's strange. It doesn't give you any information about anything. It just says this is it. It just that it was launched and it was unscheduled launch and nobody said anything about anything.
Launched from Cape Canaveral today.
Yeah. So this is. Go ahead. I'll let you finish that. This next one is kind of creepy though, and this is something we might need to look into. So, another woman tied to U.S. scientific secrets vanishes. She just disappeared in June.
That makes 7?
Yes, it's a bunch, yeah. And a couple of them ended up dead, and a couple of them ended up just gone. This chick's from Los Alamos. So
a lot of them are tied to Los Alamos.
So somebody better be doing something. I mean, what are they? Somebody after secrets from Los Alamos? I mean, Jack, Los Alamos is where the nuclear bomb basically was invented. It's
so there's one for tomorrow.
I got it somewhere. The article. I picked it up off of MSN actually.
Actually, there's 2 launches for tomorrow.
Yeah, but this was an unscheduled launch. Just tore off into space. Now this one's kind of interesting too. Second Phoenix buried under sand suggests megastructure below the Pyramid of Giza.
Yep.
So a group of scientists in Europe that's been checking this out. They can't prove it 100% yet, but they said the evidence looks pretty good that there's a second sphinx there. Yeah, it's strange. Bobby Sue, you talking about the Fulton County thing? Yeah, I've seen that. The expert supposedly said the evidence they the FBI used to raid the thing wasn't. It was just not. It was weird, is what he actually said. Yeah, I don't know. That's up to the judge's side, not him, though. Okay, and this one is something high happening to the ISS. What they mean is, ISS is stationed to be decommissioned in 2030. Just what, 3 to 4 years. But they're thinking it might not make it that long. That it may have to be decommissioned sooner. So that's going to leave us without any presence in space. We need to get our asses moving.
Oh, here we go. Anyone know why there was an unscheduled launch from Cape Canaveral today? Oh, that's Facebook. No, this afternoon, an unidentified missile was launched from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station over the Atlantic.
Yep.
See link below. Below where? Where? Oh, it's one of those, probably a clickbait kind of thing.
Yeah, fuck them things. Things a lot. In the F-47 NJAD explain why the Air Force chose Boeing over Lockheed, because they're dumbasses. Boeing, I mean, come on, Boeing had 727s falling out the sky, and they weren't even damn fighters. I know, Jack, the actually 6th generation, 6 years flying, 5 years? How long they said the prototype's been flying? Jay and I had this on a couple
for the F-22.
No, for the F-47. The prototype's been flying. I think
for
years.
at least it's at least 6 or 7 years now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's well, what these companies do is they build prototypes. Like that's why you got the F-22 and the F-35. Yeah, so different companies build different things, and sometimes the government buys both. Sometimes the government buys one. Sometimes the government gives other people different contracts for other things. It's the way it works out. The F-47s, I think they're $300 million a piece. I think. I thought, yeah, that's what it says, $300 million a piece. Yeah. All the threats from Iran, which has been a lot, they're so if you're in America outside the country, just be careful. There's a lot of countries right now you should stay away from, at least 30. And in certain parts of Europe, don't expect the warmest welcome either. No, it was funny. I was watching this New Zealander today. He's a politician. Actually, I seen two of them. One was a politician, one was just a guy. And they were talking about how grateful they are they're on the side of the United States as they watched Iran tell Trump about their Navy and then watch Trump disintegrate their Navy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he did. I don't think they have
154 ships.
Yeah, I think they still got some fast
at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, they may still have a few fast boats around, but they're quickly getting rid of those. And they're sending the 82nd Airborne over there and a big bunch of helicopters.
Well, there's also another huge boat of Marines showing up too.
Oh, Iran said anywhere
they're showing up on the Tripoli.
Yeah, they say anywhere they put those Marines up, they're going to bomb those hotels. Yeah, they can try. Actually, Jack, that's a true statement. I think that they're running low on interceptors over there, so they're only intercepting stuff that's crucial. Because Iran has been getting a few more hits through, and the only reason would be is because we're not using as many interceptors. We're running low on them bitches.
Well, and also I don't know what it's called, but the missile defense network for Israel, I think it's been. I don't think they'll be able to replenish it as fast as they're using it.
Yeah, it's. And then somebody ordered a bunch more Patriots from us yesterday. I think it was one of the Scandinavian countries. Somebody up there did.
Well, also, Trump ordered a whole bunch of missile production as well.
Yeah, Lockheed, they're going to quadruple their missile output.
Well, General Dynamics also makes things. They make some of like the most of the Navy stuff. I think the torpedoes and then Air Force stuff, AIM and Sidewinder type missiles.
Jack, Lockheed probably has a dozen or two.
Who does the Tomahawk? I'll bet you the Tomahawk's General Dynamics.
No, Alexa, who makes the Tomahawk missile?
Raytheon, McDonnell Douglas, and General Dynamics manufactured the Tomahawk missile.
3 companies.
I called one of them. I said
You hold
General
it?
Dynamics is one of
Raytheon's the guy. If it's non-nuclear, they make it. And if it's
Raytheon
nuclear-
tubes, and then McDonnell Douglas for the, I guess, for the probably flight controls, and then
I'm not quite sure how.
Alexa, shut up. It's, you gotta be rude to Biatch sometimes. I mean, she's just.
hey, look, I may not be a military dude, but I know my military equipment.
Yeah.
I know my
There
military
is.
contractors.
And now there's more than that, man. There's a bunch more contractors now, people. I was in
Oh God, yeah. There's
So
tons.
I was
I mean,
out-
even
I was out at NASA Mishu facility not too long ago, and they must have 60 different military contractors out there. And then we were out in Pascagoula where they build ships for the Navy, and this place is full of high-end military contractors. Some I had never even heard. I had to go look them up to see what they did. A lot of them were electronic specialists, electronic warfare specialists is what I should say. 12 fighter jets chased a Walmart-sized UFO. Then the Air Force changed its story and said, no, it was reflecting of sun off of Venus, bouncing off of Mars, and hitting Pluto.
and why would they use Walmart sized?
Well, Walmart's a big place. Million square
But
feet. at
Walmart's
least.
like a store. It's not a saucer.
I know, but they just said Walmart size. Maybe it was a Borg ship. Who knows?
Maybe it said
Uh,
Walmart.
Yeah, so it's Project Orion. The government planned to detonate 800 nuclear bombs and escape Earth. So that's a little bit misleading. The Project Orion was a nuclear drive. Still is. They're still at work, actually working on one. It's like a pulse drive, but it pulses a nuclear wave. So it's like every 4 seconds a nuclear bomb detonates. It's basically what it is. So as you're leaving the atmosphere, it's like pop, 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 pop. You're in space. And pop, 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 pop until you achieve the speed you want
You're
to
at
achieve.
Mars. Yeah. Pop, pop, pop. You're at Jupiter.
You know, and so but they said that particular ship could get you to Mars in 2 weeks. So that's a much different style of drive. Now I've heard the one we just read a little while ago in 2 hours, I heard about 3 new prototypes. Well, we won't say prototype. Designs for FTLs. Anytime I hear from companies that they have a design for FTL, that tells me somebody somewhere is either has an active prototype or is working on an active.
What was that one you were just talking about at the beginning of the show with it didn't require exotic material?
Yeah. And so, yeah, then there's just a bunch of different ways I think we're going to try to achieve this. And then the idea of creating a warp bubble without having to use exotic matter is interesting, because for some reason they changed the power and drastically consumption. I think what they were doing was calculating creating a bubble and driving the ship at the same time, when they should have been creating the bubble and then driving the ship. That way the energy is only used each time. Once the bubble's created, you just use the energy to drive the ship. Whatever that energy may be. Even if it's nuclear power, enough of it will get you going pretty damn fast. Jack, I've seen that story. Oh, it take 165 years to get to Proxima. That's such bullshit. Proxima is only 4 light years away.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's 4.2 something.
Well, no, there's 4 of them. One of them's 3.85. One of them's like 4.1. One's 4.2.
But only Proxima, we think, has possibility for a planet that we can actually step out on without oxygen.
Yeah, and it's also
without breathing.
by far it's by far
breathing aids.
Oh no, Jack, it's the closest one to us by far. They don't know how many planets are in there. They don't know, and I think it's a trinary system or I don't know. I forget, but it's not all that far away.
Hey Google, tell us about the Proxima Centauri solar system.
Yeah, that's a good way to ask.
The Proxima Centauri system is the closest star system to our own, located about 4.2 light years away.
What'd I say?
Its star, Proxima Centauri, is a small, dim red dwarf and is part of the larger Alpha Centauri triple star system. It's known to have at least 2 confirmed exoplanets, and potentially a third, Proxima Centauri b. This planet orbits within the star's habitable zone, meaning the temperature could allow for liquid water. However, the star is a flare star, which means intense radiation could make the planet's surface inhospitable. It's estimated to be slightly more massive than Earth. Proxima Centauri d. This is one of the lightest exoplanets discovered, with a mass about a quarter of Earth's. Proxima Centauri c. This planet's existence is still debated. Would you like to hear more details about the star itself or the planets?
No.
And they do think there's more planets, and somebody, one of them,
No problem. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Hey, Google, stop.
When it's in its orbit, is only 3.65 light years from Earth. When it's orbiting the sun, so one time it's actually further out, one time it's closer in, because it's like our planets. It's an elliptical orbit. No, Jack, our orbit's
Well,
not.
so probably,
You
so
see
that's
it on
probably
the
what the
map.
measurement is. It's 4 light years to get to the actual, like, vicinity of the
To the star, yeah.
gravity effect of the star, and then another 0.2 light years to get to one of those
Oh, no.
several planets.
Well, let's see. Our star has 2.5 light years of you can feel out of our star.
Yeah,
That's a red.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's
another
a red.
0.2 light
So,
years to get to inside of the center of the solar system, or that it's actually a trinary system.
yeah, so it would be. So really and truly, the way this is actually working is we're two light. So Earth's solar system is stretched out 2 light years in each direction. Proximus is probably about a light year in each direction because it's a red star, which means they're almost touching each other. If it was a yellow star, our solar systems would actually touch each other. The outer barriers would bump up against each other. You ever try
Yeah,
to
they
do
might.
that?
Yeah.
Well, so Jack, you got our sun, but its gravity can be felt in 2 light years in either direction.
But it's a trinary of red dwarfs, which means that it's inside or between the two spiral arms.
Are they
just like
all
we
red
are.
dwarfs? I didn't think it said what they were all. It
Hey,
just said-
Google, are all the stars of Proxima Centauri red dwarf stars?
I'm curious.
That's a great question. Actually, only one of the stars in the
That's what I
Proxima
thought.
Centauri system is a red dwarf.
Yeah.
Proxima Centauri itself is a red dwarf, but it's part of a larger triple star system called Alpha Centauri. The other 2 main stars, Alpha Centauri A and Alpha Centauri B, are much larger and brighter. One is similar to our sun, and the other is slightly smaller and dimmer.
Yeah. So I thought it's Jack, these things we were taught in school when they actually taught real science. It's no, it changes some every now and again. I mean, some things distances change sometimes, and we may find another planet, or so you got a trinary system there that probably in reality probably has several hundred planets and moons in its systems. So far,
On Alpha Centauri, which has a sun similar to ours but bigger, there's probably 2 planets that are like ours that are liquid water. On the other one, it's like our sun but smaller, it may have 1 or 2 also planets like ours, but definitely at least, I'm guaranteeing at least both of those systems have at least 1.
well, Jack, in our solar system, there was 4 planets inside the inhabitable zone. Of course, one's rubble now, but so there's 3 planets in now. But at one time, there was actually 4 planets in the inhabitable zone. Whole system.
Yep.
Well, you can't
With
tell.
atmospheres.
2's always a good guess for any star system. It could be more, could be less, but more than likely 2's a good guess. But I mean, Earth's got 4, maybe a bigger sun could have 5 or 6. It depends what the stretch is and how close they are, and there's a lot that goes on there. But let's just put it this way: every solar system is going to have an inhabitable zone. Every star system is. Now, what's in there is anybody's guess, because I noticed some star systems we found with lots of planets in them, but a lot of times you'll see like 3 or 4 supergiants right up close to the sun.
Yeah, like the reverse of our solar system almost.
Yeah, it's weird. No, they're right up. I mean, they're like right in front of the sun. That's why they're easy to find.
Yeah. And then there's some smaller planets on the other side of it. It's just bizarre. It's like a reverse. So the smaller planets being closer to the sun, they're further from the sun, and the bigger planets are right on top of it. And it goes against what we know.
Yeah. Let me tell you what.
Or thought we knew.
Denise, if it wouldn't be for Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus, Earth wouldn't exist. Because they're the ones
mainly just Jupiter and Saturn, but
no, Uranus
the other
and
2
Neptune
help.
take a lot of them. Yeah, they take a lot of them too.
They do, yeah, but not as many as Saturn and Jupiter do.
but between the four of them, put it this way: you remove one, Earth gets hit. The state of the hit, we don't know. You remove two, Earth gets hit more than once. You remove three.
I think if you remove
we're
one or
devastated.
both, Uranus and Neptune would be okay. Saturn or Jupiter, we'd be screwed.
No, because
the way it works is, I think actually Saturn is hit more than Jupiter is, but only because its proximity to Jupiter. And what happens is the gravity of Jupiter draws it in, and then whatever it is, it hits Saturn first because Saturn's kind of like a shield for Jupiter.
Right after the Shoemaker-Levy comet hit Jupiter, there was a giant one come through that Neptune grabbed, which would have hit Earth if it wouldn't have grabbed it.
Yeah,
they'd already said it. They said it was headed right for us, but they knew that Neptune was going to intersect before it got here. But it's not even the first planet. And actually, in all fairness, you know, some of the inner planets might have took a hit for us coming from the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Jack, Mercury is like a fucking moon. I know you know what, that pisses me off. We're going to get rid of Pluto, but we're going to keep Mercury.
Yeah, which is a burnt out, desolate, like irregular shaped rock.
Yeah. Frozen on one side and melted on the other side.
Well, almost like semi molten on the surface.
Yeah, but I thought one side was frozen and the other side was.
Hey, Google, what are the conditions on the planet Mercury?
Because one of them don't spin. How?
Conditions on Mercury are defined by extreme temperature swings. During the day, temperatures on the surface can get as high as 800 degrees Fahrenheit, but because the planet has almost no atmosphere to trap heat, the temperature can plummet to around minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit at night. It has a heavily cratered, rocky surface similar to our moon. Interestingly, because Mercury has almost no axial tilt, there are permanently shadowed craters at the poles where water ice can survive. Would you like to know about its size or how long a day is there?
No.
That was interesting. So the size of our moon, and we're calling it a planet. Shame on you people. Shame on you people.
If anything, it's a moon of the sun.
I mean,
as are we, really, technically.
I mean, how we know? It might have been Venus's moon and escaped.
Yeah.
Venus isn't tilted, Jack, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure it's straight up. It spins.
No, but Venus rotates in the opposite direction of all the other planets.
It spins counterclockwise.
No, we spin counterclockwise.
It spins clockwise. We don't know. We know at one time it had an atmosphere like this planet. We know that, and we're pretty sure that we know Mars had an atmosphere like this planet. I guarantee.
And the reason it spins counterclockwise to our clock counterclockwise is, in other words, the reason why it spins clockwise is it probably developed in another solar system that everything in that solar system rotated opposite from this solar system.
Either that, it was glanced on, it was forming. If a big body glanced it going by, I could have seen it spinning.
It's possible that whatever came through changed its direction from counterclockwise to clockwise. Yes.
Well, James,
you'd also expect maybe a tilt as well, but it has no tilt.
It doesn't have any tilt, and doesn't have moon either, which is kind of rare. Everybody else seems to have moons. Even Pluto's got a moon.
Well, whatever came through, maybe it took out its moons.
It's that's why I was saying maybe Mercury was its moon and just got knocked closer to the sun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, no, Jack. Venus can be cooled down. It probably will on its own one day. We don't. I couldn't tell you when, but it probably will on its own. It may become an inhabitable planet all by its little self. Well, both Venus and Mars have pressure differentials that kill humans. So you have to adjust that before you do anything else.
And the few pictures that have come out from Russia sent the most probes, like 28 or 30 of them. And one of the pictures is kind of grainy, black and white. Looks like a foggy day on Earth with something what looks like trees and leaves. And then there's other pictures where it just shows like a dried out desert, or not a dried out desert, but a dried out like lake bottom. That kind of rocky soil.
Jimmy, they don't think any of the soil on the top of Venus is very old. It constantly resurfaces itself. Yeah, so it's always melting and reshaping constantly. It's just what the planet is. It's hell.
It's under tremendous pressure and heat. So I bet you there's lots of diamonds on there.
Yeah, I bet you some nice ones too. Well, think of this, Jack. If the planet, think of here's an easier one for you. You've ever heard of Olympus Mons? It's the largest volcano in the solar system. Do you realize there can be diamonds in there the size of 18 wheelers? They be definitely the size of Volkswagen Bugs and shit. Because first off, the thing is so huge and the amount of pressure it had, instead of like, you know, a little couple lumps of coal being squished together, this thing could just, the whole chamber could be squished. Instead of having individuals, you have one giant one. Yeah, they were talking about that just recently. They actually think they may have found what looks to be a car-sized diamond in one of this asteroid, in one of the asteroids and asteroid belt. Every time they go through there, anytime they get a good enough view in there, they find something. It's full of all kind of stuff. They probably talk about rare earth minerals. They probably got stuff there we haven't even heard of yet.
And as far as when you find a diamond, diamonds are a rhomboidal shape. They look like this. They're like an 8-sided dice.
Yeah.
So does fluoride. Fluoride can look like this as well.
Yeah, but diamonds can also just look like a big crystal rock.
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah, the one this guy found one. Actually, found a really rare colored one in Arkansas of all places. It's one of them places where you can go scoop soil and you know, they find diamonds all the time. They found like a 20 karat yellow and a 5 karat this, but this guy found some weird.
Jim Coleman's mineral mines are in Arkansas.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of stone digging going on in Arkansas, a lot of different places, a lot of crystals in Arkansas too.
And also somewhere down there, I think also they found a vein, and it was a recent discovery of a new rock. It's the black opals, and they're gorgeous. I have one. It's in another room, but yeah, they're fantastic.
And we were down there. I was doing a lecture down there in something Springs, Arkansas, about 80 miles from Little Rock, and this place was fabulous. There was so much crystal there, big hunks of crystal that people had them lining in their front yards. You know how you clear stones out of a field to garden to plant? Well, clearing stones in Arkansas a lot of times reveals crystals instead of stones, and big ones. Matter of fact, I went to go, one of the people who was sponsoring the lecture I was up there for, I went to their house. Their front and backyard had basket-sized crystals lining the entire fence, all the way around front and back. And you know what they paid for them? $0. They probably had $100,000 in crystal in there. Anywhere but Arkansas. There's this one place we went. There was so much. They just had these benches out from. It was like a square mile, just nothing but pieces of crystal. It was insane. And there's so many places you could stop and dig for all kind of stuff. I just found it interesting. Which I got to remember to get out there and sweat too much. But well, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can go dig the dirt and sand yourself, or they can sell you buckets of dirt. So here's a story about a bucket of dirt. I was still in high school when this happened. Guy, I forgot where they were. It was Arkansas, might have been California. But anyway, they went and bought a bucket of dirt, their family, and they bought a couple of them actually. And their son went and bought one, and he was digging through it, and he found a rock that was about this big, around about the size of my hand. It looked like a dirty rock. And he brought it to school to show everybody what he had found in a rock. It was a 900 carat red ruby.
Red what?
Ruby.
Oh, wow.
900 carats. Now, this is uncut, of course. So what it's going to come out when it's cut's a whole different thing. When they didn't tell anybody.
Let's find out how much that is. Hey, Google, how much is an uncut 900 carat ruby worth?
It's tough to give an exact price for an uncut 900 carat ruby because the value depends heavily on its color, clarity, and where it was mined.
That's true. That's
Smaller,
true.
high quality, cut rubies can be worth tens of thousands of dollars per carat, especially the vivid pigeon blood red stones.
That's
For a
what this
massive
was.
uncut
Very
stone
rare.
like 900 carats, the value is often far lower per carat because it's rough material.
That's
Online
true, too.
listings for certified rough rubies in the 900 carat range can vary widely, sometimes starting under $1,000, depending on their final potential for cutting. If you have
Okay,
a
Google,
specific
stop.
ruby,
So about starting at about $1,000. That's a pretty good haul.
So it went on auction for $781,000, uncut.
Wow.
And the auctioneer said the stone was probably, because it was going to cut to more than one stone.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He said it was probably an estimated value in the $5 to $7 million range. It's but it was, you know, when you took your palm, your hand, and just rubbed the dirt off, it was just deep. You know how you blow when it first comes out, it's like deep red. It's almost like a black cherry red. That's what this stone was. It was beautiful.
Wow.
But hey, you know, he got lucky. I mean, it was just one of them things. The guy who found that yellow one up in Arkansas, I think they gave him like $105,000 for it. It's Randy, sometimes the place you find them will buy them from you. Yes. And sometimes the place will have them cut for you. Well, because it's a lot of advertisement for them. Somebody just found a big stone. I don't know what the largest stone ever found was, though. I know I've heard scary stories about size of diamonds in South Africa, but I've never seen. I mean, what the Hope diamond?
I think so far the largest one on record is going to be the Hope diamond in
and
DC.
It's been cut down what, 4 times, 5 times.
And well, we know it's been cut down, but not how many times. There's no way to tell.
Well, no, there's a.
They think it may have at one time been like the Star of India as well, so they may think it may have been bigger and then cut down, so it wouldn't be identified as another stolen gem.
According to the Queen's diary, her husband never thought the diamond was quite right, and had it cut 4 times. He had it cut 4 times. No telling who else had it cut, or later on who had it cut. I know the original story of the Hope. It was a massive stone. When you look at it today, it's a big stone, but it's not a massive stone. It's about yay big around, but it's not massive. I don't know, Jack. I mean, you got to remember, some of that half that shit's probably hearsay. Come on, we're talking about royals. Y'all heard about Jill Biden's Secret Service accidentally shooting himself, huh?
Yes. But I think he was trying to pull his weapon to shoot at someone else.
I don't know. They said it was an accident. They said she wasn't in the car. So the news media made it sound like he dropped his gun. Well, okay. First off, Frank, not all guns have safeties on them. Not all pistols do. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh yes, they call them trigger safeties. Trigger safeties is bullshit. They don't do anything. I mean, if you hold it, it does something. But if you let go and pull the trigger, it does nothing. No, my mechanic doesn't have a safety on. One of the reasons I like the 911 is because you have 2 safeties. You have the switch safety, and then you have the hammer safety. Yeah, because you can cock the hammer and then release it back against the thing, and it won't fire when it's like that. Oh, I've seen that one. Matter of fact, hold on. It's in this list. Let me find it. Where's that? Mega civil war erupts with split over 2 candidates to succeed Trump. Now, this is a good segue into 2 articles. First off, they're talking about, of course, J.D. Vance and who? Brother who? Marco Rubio. So for a while, Vance was like 30 points ahead of Rubio. Rubio has been shining a lot lately. And so now it's not quite, but getting close to being a dead heat. So they're saying by election time, these 2 will be neck and neck in the primary. What's funny about that right now in California, so California's got a weird primary system. You know how most places they'll have a primary for the Democrats and the Republicans? California, they're all lumped together in one primary. So whoever's got the 2 top votes wins. Well, guess who's leading in the primaries there? Both Republicans are in first and second place.
So what does that mean?
That means that if it stays like that, they're going to have a Republican governor. And like your boy said, he said, the last 2 best governors they ever had was Arnold Schwarzenegger and Ronald Reagan.
Yeah. And they were both Republican.
Yeah, they were both Republican. Dean, I mean, if Arnold would have been native born, he'd have been president. Oh, yeah, there was a big push people wanted to get the law changed and all. Everybody's like, nope, you ain't from here, motherfucker. You ain't gonna run the country. I know Obama did, but it just nothing we can do about it now. Well, Tulsi Gabbard wants to put Obama in jail, whether she gets her wish or not. Republicans aren't the luckiest at putting people in jail, I gotta say. How the B-21 bomber shocking AOC timeline collapse just put China and Russia on notice. So Russia actually admitted to this. So China, we know China had to as well, but Russia said they had no idea that the B-21 was as stealthy as it was. So it flew over a Russian ship and they didn't even know it was there, period. They were flagged by another ship that had seen it by eye, but not on radar, and told them the damn thing just flew over the top. Yeah, you didn't see it. Well, the Chinese had a carrier in the area and didn't see it either. Worse than that, it got to Iran and back much faster than they thought it was going to do. The stratosphere is not supersonic; it's subsonic. I don't know what. I know it's real close, 650 miles an hour or something, but it's subsonic. Supersonic is anything over what, 7?
Well, I mean, it's got what, 8? Is it 8 engines or 12 engines on it? 2, 4. It's either 8 or 12.
It's got a buttload of that.
How many engines does the Stratofortress bomber have?
B-52.
The B-29 Superfortress heavy bomber, which
Wrong
is likely
bomber.
the aircraft you're asking about, has 4 engines.
Wrong
was-
bomber.
Hey, Google, how many engines does the B-52 Stratofortress have?
You must be asking about the B-52 Stratofortress, which is a different bomber from the one we just discussed. The B-52 Stratofortress is a very large aircraft, so giving the measurement in inches would be a huge number. To keep it simple, its wingspan is 185 feet.
Hey, Google, how many engines does the B-52 have?
See, people think you got
The
to do AI.
B-52 Stratofortress is powered by 8 engines, which are paired in
Hey,
power
Google,
under
stop.
its wing.
8.
Yeah, 4 in each wing.
8
man.
jets.
It's that big, guys. The thing is huge. Yes. Well, B-21 or B-22, whichever, I think they only got 2 engines on board.
B-29 only had 4.
It's so the Lancer's got 4, I think. We got all kind of bombers, people. Because we were fucking around with Russia. Now we got to worry about China, so we're not going to get rid of any of our bombers. No, the Chinese built a new bomber that can hold 42,000 pounds, whereas ours can hold about 18,000. They're talking like a compatible to the B-1. I mean, the B-21. It's kind of scary. Mysterious drones take action over major Louisiana air base to try not to be caught. So, and this isn't the first base, by the way. We've been having drones flying over lately. So get this, people. You'll get in more trouble flying over a drone over an airport than you will over a military base. Yeah, put it to practice and find out. I'm just telling you what it says.
FAFO.
So what's his name? What's the weird eye guy, FBI guy's name? Kash Patel.
Yeah.
Iran hacked his emails and made them public. I haven't really heard anything
Yeah.
bad about it so far. But then the U.S. hacked Iran's nuclear program.
Yeah, well, we know we've narrowed it down. There's 2 sites that remain of their nuclear enrichment facilities, and we're not hitting them because probably one of them has those 11 possible bombs.
They well, Jack, nobody's recovered the uranium. We know there was 1,000 pounds of uranium, 60% enriched. We know they have that. We want it. We're going to get it one way or another. But now Iran was bitching today about Israel made a strike and they have something leaking radiation. So we're going to have to figure out what that is as well. Trump's talking about blowing out their power grids. So they don't have any power there. It'll be really hard to control everybody without power. And a lot of people will start leaving. Well, Iran vows.
No, they might start storming the palace at that point too.
Oh, they might. What are they? Oh, I just said Iran vows to attack Middle East hotels. Yeah, you go blow up a hotel with a bunch of Marines.
They've been saying that though.
Yeah. But this is the ones where the troops are staying. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's see. Here we go. Now this is an interesting one here. The tiny Colorado company building America's rare earth empire. This company in no time at all has completely went from mining to all the processing and everything in between. They're already in fully operational company in the United States producing rare earth.
Yeah, good.
The United States has already ordered like a 10, 15 year back stock from them, backpile. It was a great read, actually. Yeah, it was a great read. Let's see. Chinese ships fail to exit the Strait of Hormuz. Yeah, because Iran said, fuck you. Oh, AI just discovered dozens of hidden alien planets.
Who did?
AI.
They discovered what? Aliens where?
Alien planets.
Oh.
Hidden alien planet.
In places where we hadn't thought of, or
where we've already looked. Where we've already looked.
Oh, okay.
It's Oh, and this is the one. Revolution new engine runs on the cold of space. No fuel required. So there's a couple people working on FTLs. We may actually see FTL before we croak.
Might.
I'll call it minimal. I'll call it minimal FTL, and to where maybe we go to maybe 1 or 2 times the speed of light. Well, Jack, even at 1 time the speed of light, it'll take 4 years to get to Proxima. Yep. And I'm not sure if you can do light speed through the solar system. I don't know. Plus,
they never showed in any of the shows that have faster than light drives. They almost never show it being used within at least not within the inner solar system, anyways.
Yeah, you'll see. Maybe they'll drop in at Jupiter or something like that, or
right. Yeah, there's more space between this planets.
Somebody gives us some time to slow down before we slam into the side of the planet, right?
Right, or hit a moon. Hey, we're here with Earth. Oh no, splam! Here comes Earth's moon.
No, we get ready to get out of here in a minute. Do we have anything left on this one? No, I think that's all of those. Now, what the hell are you talking about, Christopher? Oh, you're talking about Strange New Worlds. Okay, never mind. Yeah, no. I thought you meant what's that stupid cartoon, Outer Deck? Yeah, so on Strange New Worlds, Star Trek Strange New Worlds, there is an episode where 2 of the people from the Outer Deck go through a time portal as a cartoon and come out as humans on the other side.
Yes, that was actually a pretty good one.
It was a funny one, yeah.
And I think the actual actors who do the
I think it was
the voice work for the animated were also the live action characters as well.
Yeah, it seemed like it was. At least personality was. Actually, Jimmy, so since we're talking about this, Strange New Worlds has got, I think, a 90 at Rotten Tomato or whatever it's called. And what's the other one? And then Discovery has like a 44. The Academy has like a 34. Matter of fact, its first episode that premiered on the internet, on wherever it was, only got 2,400 views. Can you imagine any new Star Trek only getting 2,400 views?
Yeah, no, really.
I mean, I've seen shit ones on YouTube get better than that. Well, actually, there's a couple of Star Trek series. There's a continuation of Star Trek from where it ends with Kirk. I met the captain. He came on my show, man. He's a pretty good guy. Did a good job. They had 2 seasons. So they extended the lore by 2 seasons. And then somebody else did one like that. And then there's been all kind of other shit in between. For a while there, Star Trek was okay with it. And then when whatchamacallit bought in, they got kind of pissy about it. I've seen those 2, Michael. So the end of Doctor Who, the end of Star Wars, the end of Star Trek. That's what they're saying. Wokeness killed the 3 top brands of the planet.
Kurtzman killed it. He's the one putting all that woke shit in there.
Guys, I mean, Doctor Who is just, I don't even know what to tell you about Doctor Who. I mean, I didn't find them all horrible. The last season was not really great, but you mean the gay guy? He was okay. I mean, it wasn't him. It's kind of like with what's her face before him, Jodie Whittaker. It wasn't so much her. It wasn't so much the guy after her. It was the writing. I mean, there was no fun plots going on like you seen. Oh, you mean because he was disco dancing and stuff? Well, he wasn't the normal Doctor. That's all. And then they tried to change everything, and the old man wasn't the first Doctor. Now it was some little black girl that was found next to a gate that was horribly tortured for hundreds of years by her. I mean, they just changed the whole thing. And I hate to tell you, but most of Doctor Who fans were like, fuck you. Because it changes the whole way you look at him. And if you go back and watch Doctor Who, the early days when the first 4 Doctors were around, they specifically tell you that they cannot change sexes. What they're born is what they are. That's Doctor Who lore. 50 years of it. And then they come in and say, okay, we need a female doctor. What irritated me about that was, why not just make River Song a fucking doctor? I mean, a Time Lord, and let her go have some fun. She was hilarious.
Right. Yeah. She was a good character.
But Doctor Who had to be the female. No. And then they tried to say it.
Well, I think they did that at one point. Didn't they have a show that was a spin-off where it was just the companions and not so much a Doctor Who?
Well, yeah, they had, what's her name? The little cute girl.
It was a cute one from like the 80s, I think.
Yeah, she was from what's his name? The most popular Doctor ever.
The one with the long multicolored scarf.
Yeah, he was the 4th Doctor. And what the hell's her name? But she got her own show. And
yes.
And she had some crazy computer and some alien kid. And then now they did bring back some of the companions and some of the other episodes of some of the later episodes of Doctor Who. Well, David Tennant's still Doctor. He never died. He came back, remember? He's living with Rose and the kid. The trans kid. The trans girl. Is that what that is? Trans girl? Trans girl. Yeah,
I have no idea. I really haven't been following Doctor Who for a while.
Donna Noble married a guy. I can't remember his name. A black guy, nice guy. And then they had a son, I guess, that decided to be a daughter. Yeah. And come to find out, because remember the Dr. Donna episode where she became the Dr. Donna? Well, the reason she actually survived is because when she had the daughter, some of that transferred into the daughter. So later on, when it was reactivated, it activated in both of them. That's why she could survive it. I was like, get the fuck out of here. So now we got 3 doctors, which 2 aren't even legit, when we had the perfect Dr. Singh. I mean, she was great, and you could have changed her around. I mean, you could find lots of other women to play her. It just didn't make any sense why we did that. But it's like when you want to change.
Yeah, I mean, Hollywood. It's not necessarily Hollywood. They're based in England, but they have the same problem. They have these harebrained ideas, and they wind up not working, and instead of working, they hurt the entity instead, or the franchise.
Disney killed Doctor Who. Yeah, They also killed Star Wars
and Star Trek.
Well, they don't own Star Trek, but
they will soon.
No, they won't. Actually, there's some reason they can't get it. It's
Well, right now, Paramount is owned by the guys that own CBS.
I think
they just bought. What did they just buy? They just bought Netflix.
It's no Sky. It's I think it's Skydance that bought all of them.
Yeah, Skydance.
It's anyway. It's something about a monopoly. They can't have it. It would create a monopoly. So
I guess.
Yeah, well, I would think it was just intellectual property. You should be able to buy it, but I guess not. I don't know, guys. It's weird, and I don't think most people would like it because Disney is really. I mean, come on. They fucked up Snow White. They fucked up Star Trek. They fucked up Doctor Who. Other things that they even managed to. Well, they did. I haven't seen the third Avatar. I haven't seen that. I've seen the second one. I've seen the first one. The first one was cool. The second one, third one's probably too. Besides, it takes a decade to make a new movie. It's just you forget about everything. Out of the new Star Treks, I would say it would be Enterprise, Strange New Worlds, and Picard, Discovery, and Academy. If you force me to rank them, that's how I'd rank them. I'm kind of a toss between Enterprise and Strange New Worlds, but I like Scott Bakula from whatchamacallit, so.
It's Quantum Leap. But Enterprise was pretty good. I mean, it was
a good series. I enjoyed it
towards the end.
I was surprised it didn't get a 5th season, but no, I liked it.
I was kind of pissed. It really was just starting to get good.
It had good characters. Well, everybody at first was like, "Oh, it looks too modern." Well, it had just because it had modern, updated screens and shit, which looked like they should. And but the ship, you could tell, was an old raggedy piece of shit looking thing. Man, come on, couldn't even go through a damn cloud of dust without trying to kill everybody.
Didn't even have proper phasers at the first season.
I know it was a prototype rookie kind of ship thingy. First warp 5 engine and all that stuff. The series was fun. They had a good time in it. They had some serious episodes. They had some fun episodes. They did standalone episodes like TOS, which is why Star Trek Original was so popular. It's also why Strange New Worlds is doing so well, because it's doing standalone episodes. Where Discovery screwed itself up, it was doing storylines, and it got tracked. Well, because she didn't start the Klingon War. She didn't have nothing to do with the Klingon War.
Not even remotely responsible.
Yeah, so in Discovery she did, but in Star Trek lore she did not. No. Matter of fact, in Star Trek lore, that whole setup with the Klingons, none of that even existed. Yeah,
it's all bullshit.
That was all just outright bullshit. Well, it immediately turned people off, and then they did a couple other things where they went outrageous. Of course, they did the sperm drive, the mycelial drive,
drive, yeah,
and what do I call it, the sperm drive? Because I just like calling it that. It's because it's stupid. No one ever heard about that in any Star Trek episode. All the Star Treks that's been created, no one's ever talked about a mushroom drive that could jump you from place to place.
Nope, never heard of it.
And then no one ever heard of Spock's sister. And don't tell me we never heard about Spock's brother, because we did. There are several episodes where Cybok is talked about. Well, shit, he's one of the whole movies. Was that Strange New Worlds, Undiscovered Country? No, what is that? I don't know, it was one of them. It sucked.
It is.
It's not Undiscovered Country.
It's not Undiscovered Country.
One with the Klingons.
Yeah. It's a good one, though. I like it. It's one of my favorite ones.
And it's well, it was the Peace Planet, which is also talked about. The planet's talked about it a couple times. It's even talked about it in episodes of Picard. Mm-hmm. What can you do? It's interesting stuff. I just as a sci-fi fan, I hate to see him rack in sci-fi. Thank God they tried to remake Stargate or Farscape.
Well, actually, there is going to be a new Stargate, I think, coming up.
Yeah, new Stargate's fine. Remake, I ain't real happy ideas. What do you mean? What's my favorite Stargate? Stargate's my favorite Stargate, followed by Stargate Atlantis. Stargate Universe could suck my left nut. I tried, Jack. I was okay with it for a
It's a little
while.
too dark.
I was okay, and then we got into season 2, and then they split into half or something. Became 2 different groups, the same group but 2 different. Anyway, and then they met themselves. It got to be a bit much. Yeah. And with that group, there was no ever going. They were never going to go back to Earth ever. So.
Yeah, a lot of people died. It was much darker.
Yeah. Well, oh no, there was the Stargate Origins. That's with what's her name, the woman's dad who found it. Yeah.
Langford.
Yeah, so that was that. And there are supposed to be another. I don't know. There's also and they disappointed me with Firefly because it's going to be a cartoon.
Oh crap!
I don't know.
That's not going to go over well.
So all the original actors, it's just going to be a cartoon.
Well, it can't be. I was under the impression they were going to come as a second season. So
that's what I was.
Dead.
It always says season 2 of Serenity. So we're going to start off as a cartoon in season 2. That just, I don't know. No, Jack. When we originally looked this up 6 months ago, it said season 2. We looked over YouTube, and it said season 2 of Serenity, original cast returning. Didn't say anything about anime. Serenity was one of those ones that just got screwed.
Mm-hmm.
You mean the last episode with Carl Turner? Linda hated it. So it creeps her out. I thought it was kind of cool. That's when she really became Serenity, man. She became part of the ship.
Yeah. Nathan Jones says Firefly animated series in development, March 15th.
Sucks.
This year.
Sucks, Winky Wonkers.
Boo.
I have to go look. Superman, he's going to be in. They're remaking Highlander. He's going to be Connor McLeod. Yes, I think they're just remaking the original one.
Yeah.
No,
I think
the last
so.
Superman, not this Superman. The last Superman. Yeah.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, that's him, and he's in some other big thing besides that. It's another big. I can't remember.
He's
what it
been
is
in quite a few big
Jay,
things.
ask Google what new movies he's got coming out.
Hey Google, what new movies is Henry Cavill in?
Henry Cavill has a few new movies coming up. He recently appeared in Argylle and the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare in 2024.
That might be.
Looking ahead, he's starring in The Grey and Enola Holmes 3, both expected in 2026. He's also filming a highly anticipated reboot of Highlander and is attached to a live-action Voltron movie. Would you like to hear more about any of those specific projects?
No, but there's
live
something.
Voltron movie.
Yeah, but there was something else. He's playing another.
The live-action Voltron movie, which stars Henry Cavill, is currently scheduled to be released sometime in 2027. Filming finished up last year, and they are now in the post-production phase to create all the visual effects for the giant robots.
Live action.
Henry Cavill is reportedly playing King Alfor in the film.
Wow. How cool. A live action Voltron.
You don't know who Voltron? Actually, Jack, there was 2 Voltrons. Yeah. There was the robots that were made from the cats.
Lions, and then the car one. It was like 101 cars or something like that.
I don't know if it's that many, but it was a couple. It was no, there was 2 of them. Yeah. No, it's the same series. It was I don't exactly have. It's been too long. I don't exactly know what happened. And I was a kid back then, so I really wasn't paying that much attention. No, you know what I like? They used to have those. They were ships that transformed, and it was a cartoon. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, they came here. It was a ship that came here and it crashed, and they were giants. The people in ships were like giants, and they were on Earth. But the ships and all their equipment could transform. Their planes could transform. Everything could. And it was a good series. I don't know why I can't remember the thing. It was on the same time that the Thundercats were.
84, 85.
No, I'm talking about the same time period. I mean, the same year.
Well, that's the time period, 1984, 85. Thundercats
Oh,
was 1984.
I thought you said something else. Never mind. So I thought he said 8:45, like 8 in the morning, 8:45. I didn't realize what he said. It's Ultron was fun to watch. Oh, how can you hate on Lion-O? Come on. It'd be like hating on He-Man. The Thundercats, yeah, Jack. You didn't watch the Thundercats as a kid? How old are you? No, they're still on today. Oh, I imagine you can find them if you really look for them. I imagine you find them pretty easy.
You can get them on Hulu, Paramount. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're gonna go in about 3 minutes, but oh yeah, Cara didn't even see you in here. Good, what you doing?
Yeah, she just popped in a little bit ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got to go to work in the morning, Heidi.
No, I don't have to go to work tomorrow, but I do.
No,
have
she
friends coming over.
said Sean had left. I said it's because he's got to work.
Oh yeah, Sean left. Yeah.
No, actually, when Jay and I get off, I'm gonna go find a snack.
I'm probably gonna go to sleep because I'm fading quick.
Yeah, and no, I'm gonna go to sleep after I get a snack. I'm gonna go crash. No, I've been having stomach. I don't know what it is. That's not acid reflux. And, you know, that would be easy. I just take some Nexium for that. Now, this is like effed up gas and reverses them. Pressure gas. I don't know.
Some Gas X or Beano.
I don't know. You know, I'm leery about Gas X because last time I took like 3 Gas X, I ended up in a hospital for 11 days. It probably wasn't that, but I know I took one today and it made my stomach feel like it was tighter instead of. Yeah, it's like maybe allergic to the damn thing. Well, fine. If it keeps bothering me, I'll go see the doctor. I mean, going through allergies and all kind of fun stuff right now. Yes, we love Rumble, man. Rumble rocks, baby. Yeah, we're definitely Rumble fans. But we got to get people. I want to get some sleep. I didn't have to get up as early as other people did. I was supposed to get up at 5 this morning and go somewhere, but I got up. Well, I got up and then it's like, well, I'll just go. I was like, okay. And I said, I went, got back in bed and crashed. My dog said, "Oh, what the hell are you doing up, Daddy, at 6 in the morning? Go your ass back to bed." Yeah. Maybe I'll try that one and see that. Maybe it'll work better. I don't know why. It just started happening for the last 2-3 days. I don't know. It's just part of it is I'm not eating as much as I usually do because my allergies been acting up. And when I'm getting ready to travel, I always change my way I eat. No, I've actually probably dropped my app. I didn't realize until yesterday. Oh, because my stomach was bothering me pretty bad. And I stopped and sat down and ate some chicken wings, and within a half hour I quit. Well, you know, big guy. I'm not filling my stomach up, so it's a good chance it's creating gas. Who knows? I'm not a doctor. Like I said, if it keeps bothering me, I'll go see a damn doctor. I don't like being miserable. Well, I just don't like it because I ate from Star Walk one time, which I love this place, and had gotten some sweet and sour pork. You know, those little pieces you get, and really good stuff. But I think it gave me food poisoning, and stupid me because I was hurting so bad. I went and took like 4 or 5 of those things. But anyway, I went to go see the doctor next afternoon. She goes, or he goes, sit down. I'm like, why? She said, I'm putting a tube down your nose. I'm like, excuse me? She said, you're being checked in. I'm like, what? So I'm always leery now, buddy. I only said, hell that. 11 days walking around EJ Hospital like they drove me crazy. Well, you learn things, though, like painkillers can slow down the recovery of your gut. Didn't know that. Laying on your left side helps your gut produce everything faster, and it helps you relieve pressure on you and stuff like that. Didn't know that. Of course, walking helps, too. So they told me all of that. So I told them, cut me during the day, give me Tylenol 4. Matter of fact, most of the time I wouldn't even take that unless I was in real pain. And then at night, I'd let them give me the Darvocet. They'd give me a shot, and then later in the evening, give me another shot, and I'd sleep real good. Well, because the vampires come in people at 4 in the morning.
Yep.
I got so used to it, I do this. Both arms out. They do whatever, and I'd go back to sleep. As a matter of fact, one of the girls said, "You're the easiest patient I've ever had."
Well, it's because I'm stoned on your goddamn prescription needle drugs, dudes.
Oh, yeah, Jack, that's the time I've talked about this. That's the time they tried to kill me. Yeah. Well, okay. When you put the tube down your throat, they can't give you meds, not in pill form, because it'll just suck it up.
No,
sucking all
pills and liquids you can't take that way, unfortunately, or syrups anyway.
Yeah.
Most everything's going through your vein anyhow through the IV.
So they couldn't give me any of that, and then, well, they had me on an IV or liquid. Yeah, I couldn't drink anything. And you could do like suck on ice, wet your mouth and stuff, but that's about it. Well, you could swallow, it's just gonna get sucked out. That's all. And then, no, it sucked. It's what really sucked is I'd been there like 3 days, and a doctor thought my stomach was healing, so they took the tube out my nose, and then they realized no, it wasn't, so they had to put it back because this side got deviated. I broke my nose, this side got deviated, so they can only go on one side, which means it'd been in my nose 3 days when they pulled it out, so it was sore as you know what. I still remember this. The nurse comes in, a doctor comes in with the two nurses, and each one sat on one of my hands, and she said, it's going to hurt us. Yeah, I already know that. She said she was amazed because I didn't flinch. I said, well, just give me something for pain now. So she, they gave me a shot. But I had to get to the second shot before it actually got rid of the pain. And, well, after they give you one shot, they're not going to give you another one, Jack. Yeah, they're not going to up the dose because doctors are assholes. I got the second, I went to sleep. But then the next night, because I hadn't had any, later that night, they took my blood pressure. It was like a 235, so they were panicking. So she gave me a shot, and it dropped my pressure so fast it made me like melancholy. I was just like, and you could see it in her face. She thought she killed me because I just went quiet and limp, and she really did. You could tell by looking at her face. And then, matter of fact, he made one of the nurses stay the whole night with me. Yeah, actually, after a few minutes, and I just kind of shook it off and went to sleep. Doctors are like mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
They probably what the fuck they doing.
They're just guessing for the most part anyway.
I wasn't holding against her. She was doing her job. She had to give me something because my pressure is so high, it's going to give you a heart attack or cause a stroke. So she had to give me something. It was that high because of the pain I was in. Yeah. And the meds, we both knew that the pain was going to come down, but it wasn't going to take the second shot. Well, no, they just come sticking the IV, and like 30 seconds later, it's in your blood. It's not like taking a pill.
Yeah.
For me, most pills take about an hour for my body to metabolize them because I'm a big guy. And because of the mass, it's usually the dosages are needed to be upped. Well, and my body burns through meds really fast. So most people don't realize when you're on pain meds, certain meds, you're supposed to get them every 4 hours, not every 6 hours. That's some shit they tried to change because of the opioid epidemic. But when you're in a hospital, they give them to you every 4 hours because that's what they're supposed to do. Because pain meds only last 4 hours. And since they take an hour to start, you have to keep them going so they're always in your system. Yeah, like when I'm on that Corbazine and I got to get up to 8 pills a day to stay out of serious pain, they're broke apart so that I take them every 6 hours. And it allows me to, well, not to be an absolute total pain the whole entire time, but it builds it in my system so it's not missing in between. So it makes it harder and harder for that pain to build too heavy. Let me tell you what, guys, trigeminal now, there's nothing to fuck with. I hope none of y'all ever have to deal with it. I got type 2, which is horrible too, but type 1 is every day for the rest of your life, you're going to experience bits and pieces of pain. 5 minutes of like somebody just stuck your finger in a electric socket, 2 minutes, and somebody just stuck your dick in a microwave. I mean, it's horrible pain. What it is it's one whole side of your face starts hurting all at one time. Every nerve in your face lights up on one side. So for those that usually last 2 to 5 minutes, the kind I have is different. I don't get it every day. I get it every, year, a year and a half, but the pain can last up to 2 hours. It's excruciating. I mean, it's excruciating. So finally, they got me on something that at least halfway works, and I keep. And as long as I catch it, and I can usually get the pain down in about a half hour. Like I said, I wouldn't wish on anybody. It's horrible. It's fucking horrible. Jack, that's true. That's what they call it, the suicide disease, because so many people commit suicide. Because thinking about living that way the rest of your life is just like, there is no cure. There's no permanent fix. There's some things they can do. They can gamma knife, which irradiates the nerve. Sometimes it'll be up to 2 years. There's another one where they can go in. They got to go in because this nerve happens to be at the base of your brain where it goes into your spine. So they actually got to come in through here, punch a hole in the back. There's a sac around that part of your brain. They got to punch a hole in there, keep it from leaking, go in there and put a cover over the nerve. It's like a Teflon tube, and it covers the nerve. That way, when it bumps up against the blood vessel, it doesn't set it off. So what's actually going on here is a main nerve, and there's a main blood vessel that runs side by side to each other, and they migrate into each other. When that fucking blood vessel starts thumping against that nerve, it starts sending signals. That one nerve controls every nerve in your right side or left side of your face. Everyone.
Wow.
Literally, it feels like sometimes it's like someone's took a fire poker.
Well, Joe, I'm going to bail because I'm starting to lose my eyelids here. So.
All right, we need to be 5 minutes ago. Anyway, guys and girls, good night. Stay tuned to Lamar. Have some fun. Stay out of trouble. And again, any moans, groans, bitches, or complaints, please write to Michelle DeRoche. Good night, everybody.